Hello folks, good evening, good evening. Hope everything's working well, because I had some sound issues earlier in the stream. Things seem to be working, that's good though. Hello folks, good evening, and welcome back. Another Friday to more Pathfinder, yet again. To potentially what is the end of Act 4, I think, maybe? Or like at least a kind of, I suspect, at least if not the end of Act 4, a paradigm shift in Act 4. Where we will carry on with the plottiness of it all. Hang on. This is hey Tritosi. Yeah, we'll carry on with that. Boom. Hopefully all the sounds are working properly, because I had sound issues again with my stream deck. My stream deck again reverts all its sound, all its sounds to the default, which is unfortunate and not what I want. Yeah, carry on. Let's continue. We are pretty much done on Act 4, I think. Well, we have... Okay, let's not say that. I have done all the quests that I can do, apart from the one that's obviously like the main thing we're doing here, which is to get a meeting with Nocticula. If you're over here, yeah, see, Walking of Corpses, which is basically attend the audience in Nocticula's palace, Lady in Shadow has turned her attention to the mortal who has managed to make all of Evolutionera bow down before her. There will soon be a meeting for which great sacrifices have been made and many heroic deeds accomplished. What will it lead to? Bloodshed? New alliances? Empty promises? No one can tell, for the future is cloaked in deepest shadow. Is that there? That's back to the real world, I think. More than nothing, that's Nenio's stuff, have to be the real world stuff. Finian stuff isn't around yet, and Wicked is basically just take Ember to meet Nocticula. We'll figure out how that works in due course. And that is pages, yep, that's nothing there, that's the DLC. Again, we can keep going with the DLC. do I want to prevaricate a little bit? That's the big question. Do I want to prevaricate slightly? Because I can totally prevaricate by just going into the port and doing another island. Excuse me. Not gonna lie, I am tempted. Give me Fire Blast. Thank you. No, sorry. Stop getting rid of Fire Blast. Everything is done, right? Let's do a quick check on everybody. Quick check on all the people. Hang on. There we go. Please go away, leave me alone. Wait, what? Iva looks at you, utter despair etched on her little face. I just thought of something awful. Absolutely awful. What if my tongue's ugly? Wouldn't it be so much more splendid if it was forked? Don't be silly, your tongue is the best of all possible tongues. Well, if you say it, it must be true. You're the only one I trust to tell me the truth about my hideous tongue. Okay. Is it because we just had a conversation with you? I think I didn't ruin anything with you, did I? Hang on. This is literally 10 minutes beforehand. What's our next step? Lady in Shadow's rescue and want to... Yeah, we're going to the palace. So is Aro pissed at me? Hope that's not the case. Right, anyway. Let's take the full set. There's a favorite one, which is to go meet Nocticula. But if you go to Bad Luck Tavern, let's see if we can head over to the port. We'll do at least one island of the DLC. Get that done, see what it's like. Clear a couple of them, see what we get out of them. What's the way out? I want the way out, I want that way out. Too many people on horses.
Rely on me.
Get on Iomine. You're properly leveled, correct? You get on the boar. Is the boar properly leveled? Yes, it is. And you get on Triceratops. There you go. Good. Right. Now I'll get out here. Can you get to the port from here? Because over here, isn't it? This sinks down. That sinks down there. We go down here. Head to the port. There's something about the Titan letters on the wall. I have not found anything to do with that. Can you all go to the port, please? Thank you. Right, let's go to the helmsman. I'll chat with the helmsman, please. Who are you, helmsman? How do we board? Go aboard, there you go. I thought I had to talk to you to go aboard. No, we can just go aboard naturally. Then from up here, we go up here. Continue voyage. The second chest here, what's this chest? Helmsman's chest. It's not the same as this chest. Interesting. The navigator, we're chill. The helmsman himself, we're cool. Right. Continue the voyage to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go. We shall buff up. Right, buff up. And we'll do buff important. And we'll temporarily turn this off, because then that turns up. Earthian Elemental Undertow. This island is affected by elemental undertow, magical undertow flowing beneath it. You can find elemental pillars on it. All non-elemental creatures within a 30-foot range of a pillar become slowed, as per the slow spell, but also gain DR5/good. In addition, every time such a creature makes an attack or casts a spell, it must make a reflex save or fall prone, if you're within 30 feet of a pillar. Okay. You skipped what buff? What buff did you skip? Why did you keep skipping Blessed Weapon, and I do not know why. Good. Let's turn that on again.
So exciting.
Deep Shadowed Brutes and Shadow Demon's Votaries. Like my arms, he passes through. We are death warded. We are death warded. Okay, Chandra.
Away, you rascal.
88. Roll the 1, doesn't matter. Take a step back, blast him, and we don't. Spend the turn casting. Send on target creature and touch. Okay, you've moved already. That doesn't work on you. Can I do it on myself and hit you? Yes, it does. There you go. Tree Scene Communal. Assuming you got that. Good. Ivu. You managed to re-roll Stern. No way, you get to roll Stern hand twice, which is nice. And the one is definitely a guaranteed fail no matter what. Okay. Nenio, these are immune to fear, I'm assuming. They're not immune to fear. Okay, Nenio, move up. Whack one. Thank you. Tila.
Into the fray.
Right. And Wendu. Good, now where's the Shadow Demon Votary is the big question. Must be over here somewhere. There you are.
Begone, fiend!
Let's whack you in the face a bit. You are definitely getting 4 hits in. Attacks there, attacks there, attacks there. It's critical miss. I start this ×3 when I go to attack you. Can you even get close enough to do that? No. So I might as well move up. Turn that off, turn that off. Blast. Hang on, can I just blast you with... No, okay, this costs 1. Fair enough. Blast you with a regular fire blast. No regular extended range fire blast on you. That'll do, thank you. Right.
No time for idling.
Turn that back on again.
There's something over there.
Body over here. What's this? Ooh. Robe of Earth. Okay, that's fine. Rubbish, nothing. Go that one. Okay, so let's keep going this way. Big firewall over here.
Soot is restless. I wonder why. The world is
Blast
full
it.
of wonder.
Big hit on you. Ember. Move up here. Real fast. What did you see? Who actually rolled initiative? Shut Demon's Votary. Okay, in which case. Blast you with 2 of these. Nenio. Rolled a 20.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Might move up. Socio.
Fall!
Chandra. Blast that one.
Time is over.
Good. You're doing the AC one, yeah. Do the AC one, might as well.
Surrender or else.
Not worth spending a bunch of points on this. Same with you, really. How much XP have you got left? 11. Oh, you're currently casting Maximized, okay.
Take you.
Make sure you stop doing that.
Oh, yes, what?
Right, open that one up. Grab that. Belt of what?
I can do
Physical
this.
might +2, which is Constitution and Strength. Literally just sellable. Few Earthian pillars and some Elder Earth elementals.
You require my unbiased opinion? This war must end.
Chandra,
A smile goes a long way.
you're so far back here. Can you hit that one from here?
You offend me.
Tear your throat out.
Yes, that worked. Huh. Okay. I'm assuming they have
Should
no...
last forever.
I'm going to assume that they don't have any reflex save, so let's try this again. And this should check 0. Okay, what do you have here? Yeah, they're pretty much dead.
Into the fray.
So that is a Greater Skeleton Champion Guard. Move up there. Ivu. Up there. Nanio. Bismuth, and you can just, frankly, Burning Arc the pair of them. Combat is finished, even though that is still actually a thing over there. If I turn that on as well, it's 1. If I turn that on, it gets back to 0 again, so...
Stand down.
Do a double gather power as a fight starter.
I won't let you hurt my friends.
There you go. Maximized, empowered. Who else rolled initiative? 2 more skeleton champion guards. Okay. Bismuth. And a sharpshooter as well. Okay. Oh, so yeah, there's 2 guards and a sharpshooter. One of the guards is dead. Kill one of the other ones. Ivu. If you can find the other one over there. Really? Oh, it's a curve. Then you move up. Socio, move up. Wendu, move up. $18 to hit, rolled a 19. Of course you did. No, I guess I turned that. Now I turn that off. Can you get a shot? No, you can't get a good shot. Fine. Fine, have it your way. And
Too late for apologies.
I'm assuming you're immune. You are. Silly me. Doesn't matter. Right. You.
You're a good person. Adventures are exciting.
Right. Okay. I'll go grab all this stuff. Right.
Something over there.
A trap, eh? Where?
Uh-huh.
double back here real fast. Zombie spirit. Zombie skull, sorry. Treasure hunting necromancer as well. Ivu? Right. Bismuth, move over here, please. There you are as well. So we'll get you with a fire scorching ray. Chandra,
Away,
blast that
rascal.
one. Two sickles in it. Padded armor. Oh, those aren't real chests, really? Oh, there you go. That's a real chest. An agile sigh, touch of gracelessness, and some money. A pitiful amount of hello.
The world is full of wonder. No time for debates.
Because I know what their HP is, kind of. This probably works. There you go. Eruption. There. Tripled gather power. Immediately just kills them. Oh, there's actually a fight ongoing. Okay. Who else was awakened by this fight? Trap over there, sure. Combat is finished. There you go. Let's say, hang on. Who the hell got activated by that fight?
Lasts forever.
Okay. Everyone group up.
Is there trouble?
We'll solve that one. Bloody Bones Beast.
Easy.
That's an interesting name.
Your time is over.
Let's blast you. Double gather power.
Do not waver.
Down you go. Technically fighting is still active. Ferocious Skeletal Champion Archer, Ferocious Champion Guard, another Bloody Bones Beast over there. They're not a unique name at least. Socio, move up. And Nenio, move up. Ember, move up. And frankly, you could just cast Firestorm here and be done with it, right? You could. Oh, it doesn't do much damage to them, does it? No, we've got... Oh, hang on, that worked, didn't it? Yeah, it did full damage. You passed the test, but Melander's Insult and Ring of Paramania does additional damage. Okay, I do move up. Right, let's do that and blast you.
You offend me.
Goodbye.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Ivo, would you like to please finish that one off? Thank you. Right, grab that.
No reason
Grab
to pause.
that. What's up here?
They will bring
A...
against our resolve.
Oh. Gwalum Dagon's Chosen. Actually someone of relevance. Move up, please. You got them by surprise. Move up, see if we can find... Gwalum Dagon's Chosen. What do you do, Gwalum Dagon's Chosen? Level 15 Cleric. Interesting.
No glory without risk.
I'm gonna go over here. Can you charge one of them? Nope. Let's move up then. Undo. Ember. Again, you can probably cast another Firestorm here. Kills the Evoker. Nanio. Let's move up. Right, Chandra. You can't blast you, so we'll blast one of you.
Stand down.
I have a Boy Warface.
I will bring down the divine wrath.
Will you? Lovely. Right, you guys gonna
Into
wheel on
the
you.
fray.
Ivu can't charge still because you have to go around the bloody thing. Fine. And
I'll rip you apart.
right, that's you down. Couple of syllables there, a couple of syllables there. Syllable. Hat of the Bitter End. Whenever the wearer of this hat slays an enemy, they get a +2 attack bonus on a... Hello. Whenever the wearer of this hat slays an enemy, they get a +2 bonus on attack rolls for 3 rounds. Multiple applications of this effect stack. Nice, I like that. Quicken Meta Magic Rod is fine. Okay, so who wants the hat? Do you want the hat? What are you wearing as a hat? Yeah, you're wearing that hat, definitely. Where's the hat? Yeah, you put that hat on. What's that look like on your head? Yeah, that works. Little pointy hat. Good. There's a plus both to physical form. You got Belt of Bloodlust, that's fine. Whenever you kill something, you guys can get a +7 your next attack throw, which is good. We cleared everything here. This seems like there's bits of this island we haven't actually dealt with yet. I'm assuming this is the way back to the land, but this is... I'm like, is there anything on this island I actually want? Because clearly this island is... We're definitely over-leveled for this island. So, like, do I fight on this island?
I swear it.
Against, like, a single deep Shadow Demon Brute?
Hey, have a look.
Yeah, fine. Whatever. Menu. Hellfire Ray on you, go on. Ivu, you're so far behind. Catch up, please. There's a trap right there, okay. You can't disarm the trap, so... You can just go over there, however. So what happened? That was a touch attack to bite attack. Which is versus touch. Damage reduction is there though, that's good. And you are immune to cold damage. And immune to negative. Yeah, so you are immune to the negative damage from Death Ward. Go there and just whack on you. It says 3 attacks. This is ×3, so you get 4 attacks. I'm not sure why the trap triggered. Dispels Bless. Oh. If all they did was Dispel Bless, we're probably fine.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Okay. Box there, loot the box. Selected Meta Magic Rod. Petrified Egg. We can sell.
How cute.
A couple more Elder Earth Elementals. But I can't really see their pillar from here, unfortunately.
Adventures are
In which case, we'll do this. That. Because I know the pillar's kind of over here-ish, so I can't see it right now, so we'll just do this. That should be enough to kill the Earth Elementals, if nothing else. And the pillar is gone too. Lovely. There you go.
No time for idling.
Go back to that and turn that off. Okay. Completely... Oh, it's all the way around there, did it? Wow. Weren't even in the right area. We just wrecked you. Anything over there? No, doesn't look like that. No over here. I should probably just skip these islands. These lower level islands.
We are the light.
Ah, goddammit.
They are the darkness.
Who's coming? Who's first? You are. Well, the Earth... do you know anything about you? Sweet points 130. You do attack, okay. So... how much HP do you lot have? Not you, I mean... 840.
The light, take you!
Ivo... go up here. A little bit further forward. Wendu, move up. Social, move up. Do you have any offensive spells? I don't think you have any offensive spells, do you? Not prepared at any rate. You got the destruction. Other than that, not so much. You attacked, and then you had to roll the reflex throw. Okay, so you get to move up here. Frankly, just brace yourself for next turn. Use one of the turns we have now to do this. Because it's gonna take you like a move action and a standard action to get the power there. So hopefully that works out. You go over there. Regular fireball. That's a lot of earth metals. Wow. Nenio. Move up. You could totally just like, you know, Phantasmal web a lot of them. Oh, they're not actually immune to fear. Wish I had weird. Weird would be amusing. But I do not have weird. Mass invisibility? They can't really move much. They're doing perception checks. Right, let's go until after you. There. You're currently staggered? Oh, you're currently slow, that's why. In which case... you're currently slowed because of the Earth Undertow. You're fine. They can't see anyone. Now, can you do this again? How does this work using this? Will you learn? Yeah, you will. Good. I killed a bunch of them.
No glory without risk!
Shield me from their sight.
Okay, got that. Let's grab this stuff. Grab that.
So exciting!
Chest over here. And go up here.
I will help where I can.
Oh, you.
Lasts forever.
You're immune to phantasmal trap. It was a phantasmal killer trap. Thankfully, you're immune to it. Right, let's get out of here then. He's like way over level for this DLC at this point. I don't even want to rest. I can go straight into the next one. Keep down with your spoils, yes.
Is there trouble?
Right. There we go. That's that there. Let us do that. Okay, so there's also theme 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Right? They seem to be occurring in threes. So this will be the last of the islands, I guess. The last of the islands. Which we'll finish up. We'll finish off this one then. Oh, not again. We're not in an island anymore.
With grace.
Was that the last of the island? What's our undertow today? Cadaverous undertow. This island is affected by a magical undertow flowing beneath it. Negative energy permeates this land. In areas where its presence is strongest, all healing done with positive energy is reduced by 50%. All healing done with negative energy is increased by 50%. The DC of all necromancy school spells is increased by 1. All undead and dampiers gain a +1 bonus on attack and damage rolls, and their maximum number of hit points is increased by 2 per hit dice. In addition, every time such a creature deals damage, it restores lost hit points equal to 20% of the damage dealt. That's not going to be an issue for us, I don't think. Okay. A lot of undead, though. A lot of undead, which is a shame. I think it takes us a while to get through them.
You'll make a fine trophy.
Vampire Fencer, Vampire Sharpshooter. I don't know where the Vampire Sharpshooter is. It exists somewhere in this world. Eruption there. Oh, I got the wrong damn thing targeted. Oh, never mind. Window.
They'll beg me to stop.
Ivu. Move over here and then blast him. Stop hitting Ivu. Vampire Sharpshooter's over there. Dominates on somebody who failed. Let's go. Let's go deal with you.
Fall! I will bring
Alright,
down.
and that's fine. Go get you a actual fireball over there. Bunch of damage. You're almost dead. Nanio. Really wish I could spread the damage around right now. Make it more interesting. And
Into the fray.
you down. Go back to that one, please, and just blast it.
Away, you rascal.
Thank you. Nice crit. And
I'll rip you
trap over
apart.
there.
Eternal Rose, I call upon you.
Good. Combat is finished. Ivu, you can heal yourself at this point. But let's aid. That's fine. Good. Go deal with that trap, please. What do you have here? Money, 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 money. A lot of money. Yeah, a lot of money. Anything over here? Nope. Anything up here? Nope. Anything over here?
I will fight.
Yes. Vrock votaries. Actual fight, okay.
Your time is over.
Get wrecked, son.
The light take you.
Rock votary over there, okay. Right, Ember, move up here. You're gonna use a firestorm. Bunch of damage, set them on fire as well. Rock Butcher's on fire. Right, the horse. 20 to hit the horse. This one failed the saving throw, which means you're currently messed up, but sure, whatever. Another Rock Votary. There you are. I was even in range of that one, buddy. You got anything here? Nope. You cast mirror image yourself. Just to say that you did it. Oh, apparently moved too far. Okay, fine. Go over there. Nope, wrong one. Fine. Move up. Turn that off, turn that off. Blaster that one on you. Whale on you. Good. You can just Scorching Ray the Rock Votary. That works. Window, move up. A little bit of damage. Pretty much nothing actually. Nania, move up. And see what can we do with you. Technically, you can cast. So you can cast Prismatic improves prismatic spray once per day, but right now not really required. And magic missile. A little bit of damage here and there. Ivo. Social, I screwed you up before, so move up. Chandra, can you hit from here? Turn that here. Turn that on. Turn that on. Can you get a hit? Yes, you can.
You offend me.
Thank you. Loot that, please. Loot that, please. Loot these, please. Loot that, please.
This is my time to shine.
Complete lack of
There's something over there.
treasure chests is quite depressing, really.
No challenge at all.
Was there a path over here? There was a path over here. Go back to this path over here and see what happens. Greater skill, little champion. Statue of... Who's that? No idea who that is. That's not Nocticula, is it? Don't think so.
Adventures are exciting.
Blast you.
They will break against our resolve.
Roll a check. 2 sharpshooters, 2 guards, a ghostly guard as well. Right. Move up here. Apparently we looted you. Ivo, move up here. Yeah, it's up there, okay. In which case you move up there. Wendu moves up here. Amber moves up here. Firestorm here. Ish, if you can get Firestorm there. Simply because I think we're gonna get people are up there as well. We hit the 2 sharpshooters and the ghostly guard and the champion guard, so we found the sharpshooter. There's probably a sharpshooter up here as well. Social, move up. Okay, Chandra. Lucila and Iomine. Run all the way over there.
No glory without risk.
Nicely done. Chandra, just move up to here. Turn that off, turn that off. Extended range. Regular blast and criticals, nice. Ivu, go whale on that one for a bit. Nania, move up. Frightful Moan. Ivu failed, but is immune to panicked anyway. Wendu.
They'll beg me to stop.
Ember, move up. And Fire Snake. Socio.
Begone, fiend!
Whale on the new.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Good. Grab that one. Grab that one. Oh, those 2 in fact. Right, up here. Alright, so we kind of cleared both sides of this. That one comes back out here. Okay, we cleared both sides of that. We can go left and go right. It's in here. Little room. Tortoise Conjurer. Can you find? Hang on, who are you trying to stop from doing a thing? If it's all possible. Get in there and deal the Shadow Demon's Votary. Nicely done. And
Into the fray.
cast greater invisibility. I don't think we literally care about that. We've got true seeing. Move over here. I haven't got many firestorms left, so I'm going to cast it. Kill the conjurer. You're trying to shoot Iomine, that doesn't work out well for you. Window.
No match for me.
Back, turn that on. Turn that on, turn that on. Move as forward as you can and go there.
Down.
Hey, Bosk! Enio. We shouldn't be taking you. If this is an undead area, we shouldn't be taking you because you're not very good against the undead. Social. And you're prone as well. Let's go with you. And quite frankly,
I'll hit you.
I'll rip
there you go.
apart.
Our special agents have gained information about something that could change the history of humanity.
So it seems it's the time of
Now
the
what?
month. D-hugs and much love at Nemo
Why is it not making
_Nemo.
noises? Why is it not making noises?
Our special agents have gained information
Why are
about
you not
something
making
that could
noises?
change the history of humanity.
So it seems it's the time of the month. D-hugs and much love at Nemo _Nemo.
Did it make noises for you? Because it didn't make noise for me. You hear the announcement, I don't. Oh, for God's sake! What did you do with this? What did you do this time? Hang on. Let's do this check again until it actually works properly.
Our special agents have gained information about
can't hear
something
that at
that
all.
could change the history of humanity.
Why can't I hear
So
that
it
at
seems
all?
it's the time of the month. D-hugs and much love at Nemo _Nemo.
What's up with that?
Our special agents have gained information about something that could change the history of humanity.
According to
So
me,
it
you
seems
should be
it's
able
the
to hear
time
that.
of the month. D-hugs
it's
and
over
much
there.
love at Nemo _Nemo.
Okay, right. Why is that a thing? Properties. What the hell happened to you that you're doing this now? Properties. Control. Get rid of that. How about now?
Our special agents have
I
gained
hear that. Do you hear
information
that?
about something that could change the history of humanity.
So it seems it's the time of the month. D-hugs and much
Good.
love at Nemo _.
Now we can both hear that. God damn it! What the hell? Which means I need to do everything else. Hang on. If it's done this, I gotta make sure it does it to everything else. Because oh my god. Hang on. Hang on. Why? I try to be clever and do things. It's like, don't be clever and do things. Just do things. Let's do a test, shall we? Test in browser source.
Hello there.
Did you hear that? Quiet as it was. Yes, okay, good. That's fine. That works. The Elgato, I'll have to test that when I got Elgato installed. Okay, that should be it. Clippy shout out, I think, is the interesting one, but I think that's also got. That's fine. I think that's fine. Okay, right. Okay, so that's. I think we fixed that. Thank God for that. Right, yeah. It's like, why do you make my life so difficult? Ooh, mulled wine recipe. We know mulled wine, don't we? We know mulled wine already. Mulled recipe. Yeah, we know that already, so we can just sell that. But yes, thank you everyone. Thank you for the resub, Bosk. I can actually say that for now properly. Thank you for the 64 months. We're now in the Nintendo 64 range. Just 64 more months until we're in the 128-bit range. Right, let us keep going here. Who died over there? The evoker died over there. The cultist. Okay. It's not with the raids! Hello, raiders! Hello! Welcome, welcome! Hey, fool! How you doing, buddy? Welcome, raiders! I'm Nemo. I'm currently playing some Pathfinder, but I plan to play a bunch of mission stuff. How you doing, fool? Been a while. Hope you've been doing well. I haven't seen you online lately. Have I just been missing you? Have you not been online in a while? I don't really play Diablo before. Fair enough. Did you manage to get in then? I hear access is a bit complicated at the moment. As in, like, it's doing a Diablo beta and dropping constantly.
We'll make things right.
Right,
No time for
just
idling.
wreck you, please. I've been around stream pump. Yeah, no, that's most likely the case.
My friends.
Most likely the case. Right, so see if we can go there and hit it,
I will
please.
bring down the divine wrath.
And Nenio, frankly, just missile you and go finish off, please. I got 2 solid hours of play, but the server's been down for about 30 minutes. Yeah, like surprising nobody really, right? It's launch for a Diablo game. It's a beta for a Diablo game. It's a mess for everyone involved. Stop hitting my damn dragon.
Away, you rascal.
Where's the archer? Over there. You're dead. Socio, can you go?
Eternal Rose, I call upon you.
Oh, trap's over there, huh? Okay, we'll go deal with you then.
Fiend, fall.
Oh, you fell down? Ah, get wrecked, son. Nenio. Might move over there. Can you, Phantasmal? Can you actually? Were you in range? You might be. Yeah, you are. Dead. M&A. Right. Can you get there without triggering a tap? Yes, you can.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
And Ivu, can you get in there as well? Might be. Maybe. Bismuth, fine. Wendu. Move up. Hope just stands up. Stop hitting my dragon. Damn you. Move up here. And Socio, move over here. Girlfriend's over here. Hey, Mix Guy. Nanio, move up over here. You just finish off, please.
No
Thank you.
glory without risk.
Where's that trap? Over there. Be with the trap.
Easy.
Some quick sellables over here. Anything worth keeping over here? Quick sellables there. Okay. There's been a distinct lack of things for me to loot in this place. A distinct lack of things for me to loot in this place. That's the... Okay, we've joined up again. Is there something up here? I'm not sure. It definitely isn't, because if this... brass golem, okay, you are technically a challenge. Technically, you can cause me issues.
Do not fear.
Well, the fact... greater sharpshooter, evoker, brass golem, 2 brass golems, okay. In which case...
Into the fray.
Let me just double check something real fast. Brass golems, you guys have a death throws, right? 12d8 fire damage. Well, we can solve that real fast by just...
No match for me.
Ivu. Ember, move over here. Can you cast... Do you have an... No. Okay, so you're gonna cast what? You cast a fireball over. Cast fire snake this way. They get healed from fire. Oh well. Right, Chandra. Does that apply to you as well? You're max health, so I'm interested to see if that applies to you. Never mind, I screwed that one up. Right. Stop it. Okay, right. You get over here. You can cast protection from energy fire or resist. No, protection. Protection from fire, communal. Didn't actually hit Nenio, but it should be fine. Right, Nenio. Right, fine. I see prison. Ooh, a lot of more interesting things. Turn on the necromancer. Nenio, can you just kill that one outright, please? Maybe actually, are you? You succeeded at that, right? Overcomes problems. You succeeded. So you just staggered for a turn. Nenio, move over here. So do obliterate you. Which kills those. Right. We're all immune to that, which is nice. Wendu. We're all immune to that. Or the Nenio, because Nenio didn't get cut in the range. Who's still alive from that? Is it just the Evoker? Oh, it's the Evoker and the... Whose turn is it? It is Ivu's turn. Ember, over here. Hellfire Ray. Good. And Chandra, move up here.
You offended me.
Good. Loot that one. Loot down here. Loot up here. None of this stuff is even worth it. It's barely selling fodder.
How cute.
There's like nothing to loot in this place. Quite depressing. I can do a quick group heal, please.
Please, be careful.
Right.
The world is full of wonder. Easy.
That has to be Nocticular, right?
So exciting.
This makes sense. This is the Treasure of the Midnight Isles after all, so technically she should be here. Maybe a trap over there, is there? Looks like a biggie kind of room.
Let's prove their logic is lacking.
Succubus, Cambion, Clerics. No, nothing. Nobody named here. In which case, we just blast you.
Stand down.
Thank you. Bismuth, move forward a bit so you can spot everyone. We don't know where the others are. Can you find out where the others are? No, I don't know where the others are. In which case, I'm not going to waste a Hellfire Ray until I know where my enemies are. Hellfire Ray, this doesn't work. Mendu. Charge. Fall prone, like a boss. Someone's over there doing spells. Someone cast something over there. Great invisibility. Again, we don't care about that. Ivu, go find him. There you are. Stop attacking my Triceratops. Can you charge him? You can. Huh. Only... Oh, I guess because you... yes, okay, I see the issue there. Ayomine charged, but Ayomine doesn't need to get as close as Sela needs to hit, so... That's what happened there. Deal with you. Hellfire Ray on you. Having Cleric tries to get up and fails. We're Warface.
I will bring down the divine wrath. Eternal Rose, I call upon you.
I will ran up there and did nothing. Well, didn't have to do anything. Grab you. Grab you. Grab you. An actual lootable. Ooh, do you have here? Haramaki +3. I'm pretty sure we've had a Haramaki +4 before, so eh.
And Grace?
I think the only person who wants to use a Haramaki right now is potentially, maybe, what's his face? Woljif. Because you,
Smile goes a
I mean,
long way.
you just do this. And your AC goes up by 9. Okay, so here.
I will protect you with my life.
Irag the Defiant. Hello. Actually got a name now. Hey, what happened there? Shadow effect occurred. Huh. No idea what that even is. What was that? No idea what that was. Shadow effect from the deep zone. It's a broken mind that just gives you a bonus and stuff because you're here. Greater Shadow Evocation is what it was. You cast Greater Shadow Evocation, we had 20% chance to disbelieve. Or something. Anyway, how much HP have you got? 279. You're not immune to fear effects. You're not immune to fear effects. Okay.
Your time is over.
I missed? Our true seeing has elapsed. Really? How long does true seeing even last? Minute per level. Okay, fair enough. And maybe it's been 15 minutes. In which case,
The light take you.
Social. You can just recast it, or you can just deal without it, right? Bunch of damage there. Nenio, again, you're not immune to death, but neither are you. So you rolled a 20 on your save. God damn you, sir.
No match for me.
Mirror image and lightning bolts. Ooh, knocked down. Actually took out the Triceratops. Right.
You offend me.
Kill you off.
Into the fray.
Fall. I will bring down the divine wrath.
I will charge you. Ember, stand up, please. You don't actually get anything that can heal up, can you? No, you don't. In which case, your master is serious. Heals name for 60 points. Why was that empowered? Why was that empowered? It must have kind of been forced out of the mage, war mage, right? No. That was Ember. No, it might have been Ember. Ember has the staff of what's his face. All right, move up here. Move up forward again. Wendu, move up. Displacement, some phantasmal webs. Right, move up. And And turn that off, turn that off. Yeah, that's the key. Oh, a lot of the stuff that lasts only minutes per level is timed out. Right, okay. A lot of our buffs have disappeared at this point.
Guide my blade.
Eternal Rose, I call upon you.
Hey, Boo. Thank you. Ember. Anio. Good. Everything. Right, so Ember, get back on you. You're technically Death's Door, but it literally makes no difference for you. Okay, so do that. What do we have here? We have Withered Ruby Fruit. As you pick it up, you sense an echo of an ancient memory. Like an unmoving statue, I stand still atop a tower of treasures, masked by the darkness. I survey my domain vigilantly, my hungering eye looking for traces of my little thief. I wait in silence. A dislodged coin tumbles to the floor. I hear the melodious jingling of his crystal rattle. I catch the pearlescent sheen of his scales. He is here, carefully making his way through, slithering amidst the treasures. He's looking for signs of my presence, but the gloom conceals me. The dastardly snake is after my nearest jewel, an old gnarled tree I took on a raid in Elysium. The ruby fruits that decorate its branches grant 3 precious pieces of knowledge to the one who tastes them. A great treasure, which my little thief wants to take for himself. His scaled hand picks one of the fruits and brings it to his smirking lips. He grins smugly before clenching his claws, squashing the juicy, priceless flesh. In an arrogant show of wastefulness, he destroys my treasure, disdaining to taste it. The peel of the fruit tears, revealing beneath it teeth. Thousands of tiny needle-sharp teeth sink into my thief's palm. With a surprised hiss, he tosses the fruit aside, but the others, spreading wide their greedy maws and jointed legs, swarm him like hungry, angry fleas. Hangry. I cackle in triumph and step out of the gloom. For the first time I have managed to outsmart my little thief, who is so very clever but not omniscient. It took great finesse to make the tree drink the poisons of the abyss and turn it into such an elaborate trap. Yes, the precious wilderness held is ruined beyond hope, but this victory is a far superior treasure. My thief hisses in agony and paints the floors with his blood, but even now his face bears a fiendish grin. That was a clever trick you pulled on me. I feel like a complete fool. His hissing is full of mischievous joy, and my triumph gives way to bafflement. You amused me greatly today. You have Star Rattle's respect for that. Until next time. My thief vanishes into thin air, and I let out a wounded roar at his departure. I wish to see his suffering, his fear, his bitterness and defeat, but instead, that Protean with a foolish name. He was pleased. He has stolen the sweetness of victory from me, once again. Use a higher spell slot? What are we talking about? Sorry, I missed something here. What did I miss? That was in response to something I did, and I don't know what it was. The wearer of these glasses is always under the effect of the True Seeing spell. They also grant the wearer a profane +2 bonus on initiative rolls. When equipped together with a robe of unspeakable truth, they also grant the wearer a +2 competence bonus on intelligence ability score. Interesting. Competence bonus. The empowered spell. No, I don't. She has a staff called,
Why?
Where is it?
This war must end.
Hang on, okay. No, her rods aren't active, so it wasn't a rod. It might have been her staff, because her staff is, Plague of Madness. This is a +3 quarterstaff. Whenever you cast the same spell 3 times in a row, your next spell becomes empowered as though using the Empower spell feat and maximized as though using the Maximize spell feat. I think I managed to cast like 3 Hellfire Rays in a row, and the very next spell I cast was the Cure Mass Wounds one. I think I managed to get it right. I cast 3 Hellfire Rays, and then happened to cast the Cure Serious Wounds Mass spell. Because that wasn't only just an empowered spell, it was also a maximized spell. Because it healed exactly 60 to everybody. Which means it was maximized as well. Alright, so you got the glasses of... Where are they? Glasses of Undeniable Truth. The wearer is also under the effect of the True Seeing spell, also grant the wearer a profane +2 bonus on initiative rolls. When equipped with the Robe of Unspeakable Truth, they also grant a +2 competence bonus to intelligence. You can take that. Do we have the Robe of Undeniable Truth? Is anyone wearing the Robe of Undeniable Truth? Inevitability. Traveler's Shirt. Silver Robe. Elemental Imbuement. Determination. Brink of Death. My sorcerer in RD&D has the game via consumable magic powder. Nice. Well, sorcerers are always about the meta magic stuff. Yeah, that's kind of what Chandra does. Chandra can use empowered and maximized on her kinetic blasts, on her flame blasts, which means if I hit something with that and that, it does something like almost 300 HP base damage. Because I'm currently rolling something stupid like 20-something d6 on that spell. No, way more than that. I'm rolling something stupid on those dice rolls. Well, let's do the maths. Let's do the actual maths here. She's currently level 16. So she's technically rolling for her blue flame blast, which is a composite energy blast. She's doing 2d6 plus half her constitution modifier, plus 2d6 for every 2 kilometers. So it's currently 16d6 based on her level alone. 16d6 on her level alone. Plus another 4d6 because of kinetic diadem, so that's 20d6 there. Plus another 2d6, there's 22d6. I think we're currently rolling 22d6. Yeah, I think she's currently rolling 22d6, and you can empower and maximize that. I wonder if someone else has the Robe of Inevitability, the Robe of Unspeakable Truth, or someone else forget to pick it up over here, maybe. Who knows? Or dares to dream. Right, what's in here? Agile quickly +1. That's literally rubbish. Back to the ship. Nah, we cool. We chill. Is there anything up here? No. I didn't miss anything out, did I? Nah, this place had nothing to loot. You can do 22d6 in an AoE every turn for essentially free. With like and the plus bonus, like 22d6 plus a stupidly large number. A stupidly large number. So can I figure this out right now? Can I even do this on the? Because I can do that on Bismuth. Bismuth literally don't care about Bismuth because Bismuth is a summoned creature.
Trust in yourself.
So you get off. If you get off, Ember, get off Bismuth. Bismuth, go over here. Can you cast a maximized empowered blue flame blast extended range on you? How much damage is this? Let's see here. So it's 22d6 plus 45 maximized and then empowered. So it's 132 plus 45, which is 177. Then times that by 1.5, so 177 adds about another 90 onto that. And she pretty much can't miss because she's rolled her. We didn't get to see her to hit roll, unfortunately, because it was an absolute thing.
You're a good person. I like you.
You can't. Can you if you put that away, there you go. It disappears. You bring it back. We'll just rest, and you can summon. You can resummon. But yeah, she hurt. She gets something like plus 30 something to hit touch AC, which is usually ridiculously low. So protective rituals will have you do that. You're actually good at those. Camouflage is going to be you. Alchemy is going to be you. Scroll scribing would be you, but you actually have scribe scrolls, so that's not going to help you at all. So who's actually not busy at the moment? You aren't busy. It's going to be you. It's actually going to be you with help from you. Right, rest up, hearty meal. Okay, hearty meal. We're gonna go back. We're going to go back on land, aren't we? We're going to go back. We're done with this little side area, so we're going to go screaming omelets. No, we're not going to go screaming omelet. We're going to go for. You know what? We're going to go see a demon lord. So demon slayer sloop, I think, is appropriate. I actually need to roll. If I roll a 1, I can make it. Or if I roll 1, I'm automatically failing anyway. So everything's a guaranteed success other than that. So we begin resting. How many volumes are there going to be in your science encyclopedia? I bet if you stack them one on top of one of the other, it'd be as tall as a tower. An excellent question, Paladin girl. First, we will need to decide which tower we are using as a comparator. Right, okay. So you rested, which means...
We must stop this.
Welcome back.
There's no hope.
Welcome back, Bismuth.
The gods have abandoned. What was I saying just now?
Get on the
Wanna play
horse.
Together.
Get on the horse.
I will lend you
Get on the
my
boar.
No time for idling.
Pump those up. Right. Let's go back to land and actually go visit a demon lord. That was just a little side mission. Oh, it's not here. It's here, and it's over there, isn't it? It's not even here. It's like over here somewhere. It's over here? Yeah, back to port.
Oh, cute.
Back to port. Quick visit to the... What's his face? The chaplain who's over here, I think. Bulk sell a bunch of stuff. That can go, that can go, that can go, that can go, that can go. Fixed obsession, that's not going anywhere. That can go, those can go, that can go, that can go, that can go. Cheerful! Thanks for the raid. Have a good lurk. Right, 57,000, almost 58,000. That can go as well. Those are go. +2, +4 can go, I think, as well. I'm fairly certain. I'll keep them there because I'm not entirely 100% sure. But that is Fatal Mark. Those are Midnight Bolts. You have a bow? You technically have a bow. Oh, let's not do that right now. Sell all that. Yay. You got anything for me? Barding. Oh, it's just light. There's no heavy barding. You got full barding, which is +9. High barding +2 is 6. Max dexterity 4. That's total of what? Potentially 10. Whereas this is a non-magical one. It's also potentially 10. It's just worse in every other respect. Alright, descending price. Anything interesting here? Don't think so. I think you've grabbed everything of interest you ever had to sell. Yeah, we're already at stuff I've been giving you. Okay, so if I have access to everyone else, I can check. Ooh, is anyone wearing the Wandering Conman? No, I haven't seen the robe of unspeakable truth. Interesting. Right, anyway, let's go back and go visit a demon lord. Come on. Thank you. Ow. They have the same Baldur's Gate character movement. They do. They do have the same. is very much inspired by the what's the name? Golden Guttery. Did it go up here somewhere? Where is it? Let's do a journey. Let's do a journey. Anything over here? No. Didn't go past anything. Oh, we cleared this place out, right? There's nothing in there. Might as well do a little like walk, little, whatchamacallit, triumph lap.
This is my time.
Yeah, it's
to
cleared
shine.
out. We cleared it out before we even had to come here. We cleared it out before having to be here. Which was nice that they actually acknowledged that. Now we're here now, so if we let's go into the Bad Luck Tavern.
Adventures are exciting.
In here. Trap up there. Right, okay, in here. We've spoken to you, right? Yeah, we have. Okay, Melora. We're fine. The red hand isn't there anymore. Red mask, sorry, nope. Burgaz. Anything you have? What do you have for me? A Hindrian crystal, which is a fake thing. I guess literally nothing else. Okay. Skull. Okay, hang on. How much of my stuff have I got here? Because these things are fairly cheap. Skullberry. I think I was low in Skullberry, right? I only got 4, so you know what? We'll take a bunch of this stuff. Demonic Rage. Cinderbloom, mix of spices. Demon Slayer soup, we know that one. And corpse ammo. There you go. We'll take all the food stuff because that's like less than 1,000. Literally less than 1,000. I can sell. Where is it? Where is it? I can sell that one because we know the recipe for that already. We can sell some. Hang on. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 flesh markets. We have Padlock Tavern, Battle Bliss, Flesh Markets, Baphomet's Mark, which is the Nexus, and her Nexus Golden Coin, which takes us back into the 10,000 Delights. Faultless Daybreak. What's Faultless? Oh, that's just a research. Okay, so do we have a coin? Valexia's coin. Padlock Tavern, Battle Bliss, Zurina, Flesh Markets, Baphomet's Mark. Shamir's Gold Coin. We have 2 Shamir's coins, do we? And that's Valexia's coin. Okay, we have them all. Robe of Earth, Apprentice's Robe. That's such crap. Backcatcher's Goggles, that can go as well, frankly. Not to here, not to you, though. I'll sell them to Wolger for something. Okay. Right. Let's go to the Terrace of Mistresses. We'll go sit outside. Let's go visit. Yeah, that must be Nocticular then. If this is the thing we're getting here, it must be Nocticular. Yeah, that's Nocticular, definitely, 100%. Okay, so let's do a quick free buff. Because those buffs last forever. And we'll go visit a Demon Prince. Oh, Demon Lord, sorry. Wrong game. Demon Prince is Warhammer. I was exhausted today and I do not entirely know why. We have cleared out side by side here. Come on, there you go. Right, Senior Guard. A mighty demon, his chin lifted arrogantly, glances at you with no hint of interest. I want to go in. Our Lady has ordered not to bar your way, okay? Let's go in. House of Silken Shadows.
So exciting!
Should have probably saved. It's saving now anyway, good. Be saved. Right, we are inside here. Several succubi. Knowledge world checks over here. Oh, I was expecting to be like way more empty.
A success.
The ink on the page is still wet. The book tells of the murderous massacre committed by the Lady in Shadow among the Colossus demons of the Midnight Isles. It seems to happen quite recently. This whole shelf is stuffed with countless books and scrolls praising the Lady in Shadow's many deeds. Some tomes are old and threadbare, others are in mint condition. Click save, just make sure it is actually saved. Speaking of which, they did patch out the bug of the saving bug. That was definitely, that happened.
Grace?
They acknowledged that it happened and patched it out, which is nice.
It went
The
splendid.
Lady in Shadow's library is called the Vault of Graves. It contains the biography of everyone whose life Nocticula has ever taken, and her victims are innumerable. You can go one way, you can go the other way. There's a statue over there. Can you go to the side? Guards.
I found
Oh, hello.
something.
A bunch of stuff. A projector? Oh, there's the projectors. Another midnight arrow. Okay, hang on. Loots. Unfinished draft of a letter. Hang on. Greetings, colleague. I thank you for the selection of materials that arrived along with your last letter. Unfortunately, I am unable to procure even the simplest specialized studies at present, as Golarian's libraries are out of my reach. Oddly enough, it is currently easier for me to receive the necessary materials by contacting a like-minded individual from a different plane of reality. In our last letter, we went over the matter of resurrecting those who stepped into the murky waters of the River of Souls. Evidence shows that those who have appeared before Pharasma's judgment and learnt of their fate in the afterlife do not answer calls from the world of the living. They cannot be revived by any means. But is that really true? Do you think it would be possible to revive such a person, at least in theory? On another topic, there are known cases of ascension, or acquiring divine form through powers that no one to this day has taken the time to study thoroughly. There are a plethora of examples in Golarian's history, such as Aradin, who led humankind to civilization, and Iomade, who followed her former mentor into the godly host. As I ponder these cases, I can't help but wonder, could this process be controlled? Could one create the right conditions, choosing the right living material, and bring into being a creature of divine power? Ah. The plot thickens. I am certain that you have encountered similar phenomena in your practice, and I would like to discuss this matter further. Perhaps you are still in possession of the notes or drafts that could shed light. Is that what they're trying to do? Fragile sketches. The drawings depict fragments of various rituals that led to the opening of rifts and portals. Small letter in small handwriting. May glory be showered in your head. On your head. Your interest in the creation of demi-planes is understandable. Any individual who has reached a certain level of power seeks for themselves a safe haven, a peaceful place for study and rest. That is why I place my high hopes in your prudence. Remember that any demi-plane is but a shard of one of the true planes that typically remain under the watchful eye of the powers that be. As such, I do hope that you haven't incurred the wrath of any of the powers that hold sway over the fringe you subjugated. As for stabilization, alas, there isn't much you can do once the fragmentation and consolidation have been completed. Nonetheless, I have no doubt that you have given enough consideration to such important matters and ensure that your creation will be safe for you and your servants. Unless, of course, you're preparing an elaborate trap. Your fellow colleague, Badrak Kwan. And there's loot over there. The Lexicon of Paradox Part 2. Okay. We found Part 1 already. Part 1's currently with Galfrey, I think. Key to the Last Threshold. Many mortal researchers have ventured to turn their scientific curiosity on the phenomenon that is a world wound, noting that it appears to have a life of its own. Strange natural phenomena, spontaneously arising ruptures, unique vegetation, and living creatures found neither on Golarion nor in the Abyss. Everything is constantly in flux, appearing and disappearing at unpredictable intervals. Through this movement and alteration, if not through its order, we can detect the logical functioning of the organs of a living being. The truth is that, indeed, the world wound possesses a semblance of life, and its very structure presupposes a connection to a living soul. This line of reasoning sometimes leads me to unscientific implications. Namely, if the creation is an essence of a reflection of the creator, then can we say that the world wound is a reflection of my soul? Oh, this is a reel it's using. I can use it? I'm going to save before I hit that button. The world wound is created and then improved, and at the same time a being of duality was cobbled together in the essence of the abyss and the essence of a mortal soul. Normally this process requires an essence taken from a creature with strength comparable to that of an imperial or abyssal lord, but there are ways to circumvent this requirement, in particular through the use of the Hindran Crystal's rare power. In this section I refer to this being the key, an instrument that allowed me to expand significantly expand and strengthen my original creation. Due to her dual nature and connection to the world, this is me. Due to her dual nature and connection to the world wound, the key was given the opportunity to obtain amazing powers. However, everything has a price. The world wound was linked to the key, but the key is also linked to the world wound, and it carries it in her soul, like a deadly affliction. This affliction is indeed fatal. The duality of the soul grants amazing powers and primes the soul's owner for transformation and for the bestowing of incredible abilities. But this duality is also killing the soul's owner. This is a problem I have yet to solve. Collect, real fast. I have learned something new from this book. What have I learned from this book? Character, class, no, abilities. I have learned something new from this book. Lexicon of Paradox Packs 2. +1 competence bonus against to AC against demons. Okay. That's definitely me saving that real fast because we're about to use the Lexicon of Paradox 2. Where is it? The second half of the Lexicon of Paradox lies before the commander. Many mortal researchers have ventured to turn their scientific curiosity on the phenomenon that is the world wound, noting that it appears to have a life of its own. The secrets of the architect of the world wound laid bare. All that remains is to absorb them, make sense of them, and grasp their true meaning. The letters written by the hand of Arilu Vorlesh appear to have a life all their own. A moment's inattention and they begin to disperse, changing shape and moving towards the edge of the page, as though they are planning to leap off. Focus on the text. Chandra Nallar's attention focuses on a couple of words that seem to have only just swapped places. The words freeze, as though they had never moved at all. But out of the corner of her eye, the commander sees several words on the other side of the page begin a discrete game of leapfrog. Interesting. Can I do that again, or is that going to be... is that a thing I can always do? Okay. Interesting. So Arilu Vorlesh was here.
This is
I guess.
my time to
Here's good.
shine.
Projector.
We'll make things
As you
right.
know, my dear addressee, given the scope of the planes, time is a relative concept in the abyss, and therefore it can be therefore unreliable. Therefore, I do not allow myself the vain hope that my message will reach you in time. Okay. Come on. Your final question was about the possibility of a complete awakening of the memories of a mortal life within a soul that has already passed through Pharasma's judgment. I will send you the research of all the cases of which I am aware where such an awakening took place. Was I already dead then? Was I someone who was past Pharasma's judgment and brought back to life? And then blessed with the... created with the world wound? Or something, I don't know. Or maybe it was the fact that I already died. Same person. Despite the fact that this list is quite extensive, my conclusion is that all such recorded cases are the rarest exceptions to the rule, and with the absolute majority of souls, an occurrence such as this cannot happen. Okay. I wonder if, like, when Arilu Vorlesh made me, I guess, both the wonder and the tragedy of mortality lie in the fact that there is a certain moment after which the process is final and irreversible. The essence that departs the judgment of the Lady of Graves is no longer what it was in life. And we, as scientists, must account for this in the system of knowledge and we are constructing. Yeah, so I wonder, like, if I was made at the same time as the world wound. It said that, like, the note said that it slowly kills the holder. I wonder if I died, went past the gate, and she brought me back, and this is attempt 2 or something. I don't know. Don't think so. Don't think so. I don't think that's the case. Right, okay. The idea is once someone has achieved their final death, they can no longer be... Books written in multiple languages, texts can be translated to research the nature of souls. Okay.
How cute!
Guard. Okay, fine. Let's try the other side, because there's clearly a door here as well. Interesting. Interesting. Guard, guard, guard. Lootables in here. Yep, lootables. Let's loot stuff here. What do you have here? Pick the lock. That.
No challenge at all.
Snowball, hold person. Oh, literally rubbish. Loot that one. That is a emerald. Pick that lock, please.
Easy.
Yeah, literally cannot fail that. Dinosaur bone and a masterwork star knife. Okay, over here.
So exciting.
Loot that one. Masterwork Star Knife. Loot that one. Some scrolls. Level am I? I am 35,000 XP away from level 17. Right, I'm going to quick save here again. Lady Shadow, the Queen of the Midnight Isles, Lady Nocticula, Demon Lord of Darkness and Lust. Okay, we're still heading this way, I guess. You better be voiced, Nocticula. I'm going to be very upset if you're not voiced. 2 Baelors as guards. Okay, I get the point. You're terrifying. How big are you? Human-sized? Really? No, it's a real Vorlesh. Hi.
Greetings.
Chandra Nalar. A stately shadow comes towards you. In its hands, a small mirror sparkles and shimmers in an unsettling light.
Greetings, Commander.
The dredge called the Suture grins as he shifts clumsily from foot to foot in a crude attempt at a courtly bow.
Lady Arilu, allow me to express my deepest admiration of your work, and may I just ask...
Under Arilu's imperious gaze, Nenio stutters an awkwardly false sound. What are you doing here, Arilu? And with the Suture in tow?
The Suture is my servant. I did not expect him to rush into the abyss after me, but I have allowed him to remain with me while I take care of some business. However, you asked what I am doing here. I bring answers.
Arilu stiffens and her face becomes a mask.
You have walked a long path, one where shadows constantly flicker at the edge of your vision, and questions multiply like flies above carrion. It is time for answers. At least, some of them.
Arilu lifts her mirror and you fall into its cold, shimmering depths. Oh, we get to see more of the... what happened. Back to the beginning of the game.
16, Aridus 4715. Experiment, transformation. Subject, let's skip that. Objective, to embed the essence of a Nahindrian crystal in the soul of the subject. Expected result, the essence will coalesce with the subject's soul, which will ready itself for total transformation, triggering the concomitant powers.
Using big words.
The time has come to put my plan into action. You are my creation. Your power was my gift. Now you know.
Arilu stares at you, her gaze unrelenting, probing. The witch is silent for a long time. When she speaks, her voice is unreadable, betraying no emotion. Let's say I believe you. Why did you need to do all this?
You are asking the right questions, but the time has not yet come.
Ah, such special memories. Remember the laboratory, do you? I told you back then. Go on, look around. See all the ones Lady Arilu worked on. Here with us is definitely the place for you.
The dredge grins in satisfaction. The unseen angel does not speak, but his silence seems to thunder in your ears.
Your power is of the same kind as that of Nulkineth, Jeribeth, and the other demons that you have met. The power of the Nahindrian crystal dissolved into the blood lies within your soul. I have already hinted at this to you once before, when I left the essence along with the lexicon of paradox in my old laboratory, and ordered the Suture to make sure the gift found its way into your hands. But there is more. Do you remember when you were taken to Canobris with a wound that would not heal? Do you remember how Terendelev apparently healed you? That was merely an illusion. The dragon was only able to temporarily dull the pain. In fact, it was I who saved you, when I came to you in the caves and implanted a crystal within you. No, saved is not the right word. Your wound is still not healed. That is why your wound weeps blood from time to time, every drop of which burns your enemies.
As if to confirm her words, blood begins to seep from the wound on your chest. Eerie flames seem to dance within the crimson drops.
This is pure essence of Nahindrian crystal. My invention is far superior to the crystals used by Xanther, which were barely refined at all. It will give you new strength and help you to overcome the wound that still slumbers within your soul. Take it. Take it, and you will see that this is the very power that has lived in you since the Battle of Canobris.
That's not gonna work. You need to tell me everything first.
Very well, then. Ask your questions, and I will answer.
What is this wound in my soul? How dangerous is it?
It was my mistake. My failure. I failed to... The tale is too long to recount here. Your wound is a reflection of the world wound, in a way. It is very dangerous, even if you do not yet realize it. It is not a disease, but rather an abscess, which will one day burst and kill you. It cannot fully be healed until the world wound is healed. No doubt you have felt this affliction on several occasions. It awakens when you use your power. It makes you sense more strongly what mortals call the corruption of the abyss. Until the world wound is healed, you will have no peace.
You followed me.
Like a witch in a fairy tale, I watched over you from birth. From before that, even. And I kept detailed notes.
Detailed.
You were chosen and prepared for a special destiny.
Detailed. Focus on the D.
Aside from this, I helped you, even when you were unaware of my presence. I saved you and your unfortunate companions when you fell into the crevice in Canobris. In the Grey Garrison, it was I who distracted Minago to allow you to approach the Wardstone. And in Dresden, I appeared under the guise of Yoniel to guide you toward the Sword of Valor. And I also left you a present in my old laboratory, and told the Suture to see that you received it. I knew that sooner or later you would find your way there. That place exerts a powerful pull.
In that case, thank you for your help. You should help me out more often.
Certainly. But do not expect me to solve all your problems. A child that is forever carried in its mother's arms will never learn to walk.
Why was that whole ploy with the lab necessary? You were ready to sacrifice your servant, the Suture, for it.
You always have to sacrifice something. I wanted you to go to the laboratory to see with your own eyes what I had been doing and what I am capable of, so it would be easier for you to accept the truth. The laboratory is the place where I prepared your ascent. And the Suture was the only one who I could trust to execute my plan and explain everything. After all, he too once experienced rebirth at my hands, and that is why I was willing to risk his life.
Look at that. I actually provoked a reaction. That's the second time your expression has changed when I mentioned the Suture. Now I know that the Architect of the World Wound is capable of feeling remorse, if only when she sends her Dretch minion on a deadly mission.
I see I am not the only one making observations and drawing conclusions. You are analyzing me. That is commendable.
Arilu's face remains impassive, but she is silent for so long its blankness becomes almost uncanny. Right, so tell me about the Nahindrian crystals. Start from the beginning.
Nahindrian crystals are formed from the solidified blood of demon lords. Their properties are not well known, even among the inhabitants of the Abyss. And there are reasons for this. Acquiring the blood of a dead demon lord is very difficult. After a demon lord dies, their body is instantly absorbed into the Rift of Repose. Only the Lady in Shadow knows how to kill them in a way that allows her to preserve the bodies of her fellow lords and transform them into a solid state. That means that Nahindrian crystals cannot be obtained anywhere other than the Midnight Isles. Or rather, it was impossible until recently, when I managed to experimentally obtain a crystal from the blood of a still living lord. You saw the result. A dagger made from Discari's freshly shed blood, which I left for you in Canabris. As regards the use of the crystals, that is a discussion that would take time. A very long time. Someday I will finish my groundbreaking treatise on the transformation of Nihindrian crystals. Although it is unlikely I will ever publish it.
Aww. Nenio would be sad. So you figured out how to use the crystals to imbue living creatures with power?
Not just any creatures. Demons. And half-demons. The soul must have a stable connection with the Abyss in order for it to receive the power of the crystal. Experiments involving tieflings and mongrels failed because the voice of the Abyss was not strong enough within them.
I wonder what happens if I'm gonna say but I'm not a demon, but I wonder what happens if my character was a tiefling. But I'm not a demon.
I wasn't a demon either when I started. But there are always ways to circumvent, or even to override the laws of the universe.
Everlu's eyes grow distance for a moment.
I changed myself by knitting my soul together with the essence of the Abyss. And I changed you. Do you remember the fits of rage that began shortly after Discari's attack on Canabris? This is how the second half of your soul manifested itself. Not yet fully aware. Not yet awakened. It's a pity you did not choose to let your demonic nature take hold. The result would have been most impressive.
Again, probably changes if you've picked demon as a path.
All those arrogant crusaders, those knights with their eyes ablaze, those pious priests. They have installed at the head of their magnificent army a scion of the Abyss, the creation of the architect of the world wound, whom they so revile.
My power is different from that. This seems to make more sense. I'm going to go to 6 and I'll go back to 5. My power is different from that of Jeribeth, Nulkanith, and the other demons.
Yes, because I taught Xanther and the other servants of Baphomet and Discari the earliest version of this transformation ritual. I spent decades perfecting it until I obtained the power that I gave to you. Power in its most purified form. Cleansed of the filth and chaos inherent within the original blood of the demon lords. Your power is as pure as thrice distilled water, but it resonates with other powerful sources of supernatural power, such as the Sword of Valor. And your power can change. You must have realized this already. You have shaped my gift into a form that you yourself have chosen.
It is strange to see you here in Nocticula's palace. Who do you really serve? Discari? No, she serves herself.
Both. And neither. I have served both Discari and Baphomet, and not merely as the lowest in the pecking order. But I do not think you'll be surprised when I tell you that to me, both of these mighty lords are merely convenient temporary sources of power. And their time is almost at an end. But the Lady in Shadow is different. She is the preeminent ruler. Soon you will understand this for yourself.
Oh, at least you need her because she's the one who's figured out how to kill a demon lord and not have him disappear.
You are seeking answers, trying to understand the crux of the matter. That is good.
What I want to know is this. What do you want from me?
Patience. Before we continue, I want you to receive your power.
I will not refuse this power, but I will decide how to use it. I'm assuming that this gives me a mythic level. Yep, mythic level. You touch the essence, and the power, so familiar and clear, flows through you like a river. The power that courses through you is so immense, the wound on your chest closes up as if it had never existed.
Now you know. You truly know.
Now you know. Now you know.
Enough! Enough of this madness! I was blind. O Lady of Heaven, how blind I was. I saw holiness in the half-fiend's creation.
The voice of the Hand of the Inheritor thunders beside you. Aurelio does not move, seemingly unaware of his presence.
Away! Away from this festering hole! I must bring this terrible truth to Queen Galfrey, and save those who can be saved from this darkness!
The angel's voice fades, and you can no longer feel his presence. He's disappeared. The Hand of the Inheritor trusted you, mistakenly believing that you were chosen by heaven, but your actions undermined his trust. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have taken it.
I want to help you close the world wound.
Oh. Aurelio's words are cut off by a quiet laugh. Sitting on the throne that was empty just a moment ago is none other than Nocticula, ruler of Alucionera and the Midnight Isles, a powerful demon lord, and the one they call Our Lady in Shadow. Her red lips curl into an ironic smile, and her large eyes observe you with keen interest. Hang on.
You were about to say, we are going to close the world wound, weren't you, Aurelio? I see no reason to continue deceiving this mortal. Now, I am convinced that she is quite worthy of serving me. I will even reward her with a modicum of knowledge about the events in which she is about to take
Our
part.
special agents have gained information about something that could change the history of humanity.
Yo, 6 months with this absolute homie.
Hey, Reloaded brother! Hey, thank you so much for the 6-month sub. Much appreciated. How you doing, buddy? Ah, thank you so much. Nice to see you again, brother. This absolute homie. This absolute unit. Yeah, time passes so quickly. It's so quickly. It's just insane. It's absolutely insane. Simping over the demon lady. Absolutely. Who wouldn't? Hang on, let's see. What are the options here? You've been sitting on your throne listening to us the whole time?
Naturally. I am in the habit of observing my servants and guests while remaining unseen. Their private thoughts fly most eagerly from their lips when they believe themselves to be unwatched. And secrets exchanged in whispers are often invaluable.
I have too many questions, and I demand answers.
You are a guest here, mortal. A guest of the Lady in Shadow, the vanquisher of many a demon lord. I am the only one here who is entitled to demand answers. You may ask your questions when I allow you to do so. For now, remember your manners and greet me properly.
So, good is reach for your weapon. They're all just greetings, basically. Reach for your weapon, a word of warning, don't play games with me, I'm not afraid to fight you. While true, I haven't got a weapon, so this kind of feels inappropriate. Lawful, hell no. So, smirk jauntily. Yeah, hi. Just so we understand each other, I'm not going to grovel on my knees before you. Or you can hit on her. You're truly resplendent, Lady in Shadow. It would bring me great happiness to get to know you better. I'm going to go for the jaunty smirk, I think. Please let me just remember to you and be your loyal servant. Like, no. Also, that's a bit weird for evil, actually. That's it, subservient for evil. I'll go for a jaunty smirk. Yeah, hi. Just so we understand each other, I'm not going to grovel on my knees before you.
Have I told you to bow down? Trust me, if I need you to do something, I won't leave you guessing. You will know my desires immediately, and you will know just as swiftly why fulfilling those desires is in your best interest. I have had my eye on you for a very long time. You see, it was at my behest that Lady Vorlesh imbued you with such incredible powers. But I was curious to see your worth as an individual, not as Lady Vorlesh's creation. Thus, I decided to postpone our meeting and see how you'd fare in Alashanira, and whether or not you could win respect and power among those not so easily impressed by outstanding magical abilities. Well, you've passed my test adequately by proving that your character and your will are stronger than the Nahindrian powers Lady Vorlesh has vested in you.
I feel slightly vindicated that she pronounces Illusionera like I pronounce Illusionera, because there was someone else who pronounced it slightly differently and that pissed me off. But if she pronounces it Illusionera, I'm happy. I'm solid here.
You are wise, my lady. However, only those who have never known or forgotten what it is like to be mortal can so easily dismiss the importance of power. To be someone whose life is fragile and can be cut short at any moment, like a candle snuffed out by a gust of wind.
It is a shame your angel has left you, mortal. I would have liked to talk to him. I don't expect I will get another chance, as that celestial buffoon's days are numbered.
I think question 1 is pointless, because clearly that's definitely true. Or at least they're definitely at least able to sense his presence. I mean, I don't think I get to come back here and do. I think this is a one and done. This is not a you get to choose everything option. This is pick an option and move forward. Why do you think the Handed Inheritor is going to die?
Because he charged off all alone into the vastness of the abyss. An old friend awaits him there.
And there you go,
the
see?
Echo of Discari. And the Echo has been anticipating this meeting for a long time.
There you go. So now you can ask the simple question as I did before. The Handed Inheritor told me that his magic deceived the eyes of all evil spawn of the abyss, but not yours.
Perhaps you don't know everything about me yet, mortal. Perhaps you made the same mistake as many before you, and many who were more insightful and more powerful than you, by presuming to know what to expect from the Lady in Shadow.
Wow, that would be a trip, wouldn't it? It turns out the Lady in Shadow is actually chaotic neutral rather than chaotic evil. So tell me about the Echo of Discari.
He is a strange creature, a bespoke creation, so to speak. Long before the world wound was opened, Discari, that little cricket, was seeking a way to have some fun on Galarian and assert his influence there. One day, he decided to gather a few strong mortal followers, fuse them together into one being, and pump that being full of his own power, in the belief that something worthwhile would come of it. That is how the Echo came to be. To the great dismay of both the Echo and the Lord of Crickets, the Echo was greeted by Eredin, protector of humankind. Eredin gave the Echo such a thorough thrashing, the whole abyss thought him dead. And yet he was not. Cricket, the younger, is alive and well, though I cannot say the same for Eredin. But the Echo remembers his humiliation still. He hates anything and everything related to Eredin, especially his inheritor, Iomade. Her heralds, her priests, her temples. He would hate Iomade's pet pug, if she had one.
So why does he literally just got the answer to that question. Why does the Echo of Discari prey upon the Hand of the Inheritor?
Envy, humiliation, ego. The usual playthings of little boys from all planes and realities. The Echo suffered more than one defeat, first at Eredin's hand, then under the onslaught of the forces of heaven. Those routes taught him to attack his enemies by stealth, boldly and often, killing and crippling anyone close to the light-bringing goddess. Now, it seems, he has decided the time has come. The Herald of Iomade himself is in the abyss alone, without a retinue of lesser angels.
See.
He's an interesting little bird, that angel. Before he became the Herald of Iomade, he served Regathiel, the General of Vengeance. I've always found the fate of that Imperial Lord to be quite fascinating. Did you know that the father of the Upper Plains' top military leader was a devil from hell? Regathiel had to achieve many feats to redeem his unholy legacy in the eyes of the other Imperial Lords. But he did. A remarkable tale, is it not? Of course, not all your actions in my realm have been commendable. By destroying the flesh markets, you've harmed my city and impoverished my realm.
I did destroy the flesh markets. I'll never accept something as vile as the slave trade.
You've just arrived in my realm, and you're already trying to dictate your own rules? As I recall, when demons attempted something similar on Galarian, armies were raised, and mortals fought to the death to stop it. I can scarcely believe it myself, but I will be gracious and show you mercy. I am a hospitable ruler.
Point. Your interruption is interrupted by a concerned-looking succubus who silently approaches Nocticula and then begins feverishly whispering into her ear. Nocticula's expression turns hard and cold. As Nocticula ponders the new development, the messenger makes eyes at you playfully. You recognize those green eyes, except they were awash with pain when you last saw them, their owner bleeding out in the caverns of the Nexus. The succubus smiles shyly and gives you a wink.
Another island, another loss. Enough! I warned them that I would not stand for the desolation of my realm. They have not heeded me, and they will regret it. Go to your sisters, and tell them to prepare.
Nocticula sends the green-eyed servant away and turns her face. That green-eyed servant, I know her. We saved before this, so... That green-eyed succubus, I know her.
Yes, you've already met Laulia, my talented assistant. I've heard she was very convincing at acting out her tragic death in the mines of the Nexus. As you can see, I've been watching you since your very first moments in the Abyss. And even a little earlier.
The group of succubuses in the Midnight Train.
I have prepared a beautiful intrigue that will topple many of your enemies and seal the world wound forever, ending the threat to Galarian. And you have the chance to become part of that intrigue.
My companion Ember would like to speak with you.
Ember? So that's her then? Well, approach. I have heard you bleating your pathetic prayers at me. You have some nerve addressing me with such nonsense. Did you think I would simply repent? Renounce my status as a demon lord? Do you have any idea what I had to do to acquire it? Wait, what is this?
Tears are rolling down Ember's cheeks as she sniffles noisily. She presses her maimed hands against her heart as she stares up at Nocticula. Her fragile form shudders from weeping. Aurelius wrinkles her nose in disdain. Why have you brought this simpleton here? This is a Lucianera, not Nerosian. We don't give alms here.
I can't stand these noises. Do you think you're the first to try to move me with a display of tears? It only makes me angry. If you wish to speak, then wipe your nose and speak clearly.
I know what you had to do to others and to yourself. I'm so sorry. So sorry. If only I could ease your pain somehow. Calm your sorrows.
You should hear her out.
In my realm, I decide to whom I should listen and whom I should hang. Be quiet. You wanted me to hear the girl out. Then let her babble on until I tire of her. So, where were we? My pain? My sorrows? What nonsense are you talking? Don't tell me you pity me.
I'm so sorry. You're the most miserable soul I've ever seen. I've seen people burned alive. People being devoured by monsters. People burying their children. They were in pain. So much pain. But I've never seen anyone in as much pain as you.
What is this saccharine drivel? What do you even know of me, Nat?
I've seen your city. You were the one who built it. It is the way you wanted it to be. It holds all of your dreams, all of your heart, and everyone in this city is suffering. Everywhere, all the time, every minute. All who live here are hurting and scared. If these are its citizens, how miserable must its ruler feel?
And this is what you brought her to me for. think this infantile sniveling is worthy of my attention?
I've seen the truth of her wisdom more than once, and perhaps it would benefit you to listen to her as well. I doubt you'll be able to understand her message. You're a demon, of course. Speeches about goodness make no sense to you. I don't know, I just thought it would be amusing to bring you two together and listen to what a feeble-minded preacher might say to a demon. I'm not going to do that one because feeble-minded preacher's harsh. I've seen the truth of her wisdom more than once. Perhaps it would benefit you to listen to her as well.
As if I hadn't seen enough sanctimonious bores in my life. So, what do you suggest I do, preacher? Beg the good gods' forgiveness? Devote myself to serving a sword-swinging upstart, perchance? Or that old crone, the moon?
No. Gods can't help anyone. They're just like us mortals. Silly, frightened, clueless. You're almost goddess yourself. You know better than anyone that no one can save you. No one except you.
Save me? From what exactly?
From yourself. From what you've done to yourself. From the city you've imprisoned yourself in. Listen! You are a queen, but you're the queen of pain and filth. Your realm is a realm of your own suffering. You're almost a goddess. You can do anything you want. So why won't you make yourself happy? You could become the Redeemer Queen.
Oh, the Redeemer Queen. That's new. Never in all my years have I heard anything like that.
Ember, I love you so much.
Well, child, enough joking. Get out of my sight, or I'm afraid I might decide to keep you here forever as my fool.
Oh, bless. Tilting her head back, Noctica explodes with wild laughter. Her body is shaking and she doubles over, slapping her thighs with her palms. When she's finally done laughing, she catches her breath and says all that.
Do you think she took my words to heart?
Upon giving Noctica one last smile, Ember ducks behind your back. You hear her whispering. Well, who knows?
I suppose you're right. We'll see what happens.
I told you to get out! I don't want to hear your squeaky voice again!
Did it really create me? For God's sake, voice these things, please! She certainly has a hand in your present state of existence. Lady Vorlesh designed the World Wound, a magical phenomenon of unfathomable power. To seal it, we required a key that was just as strong and unique. Simply put, we required a champion, and she chose you. Both your powers and that wound on your chest were the result of her experiments. When she infused your soul with the essence of the Abyss. Of course, you remember none of that. Everything was done in secret. Even the power granted to you was purified, to the extent that it was possible, so that you would not guess its source ahead of the time. In trial after trial, we watched your will be tempered, and when the time came, we started filling you with energies of the Nahindrian crystals. These energies are necessary for the task at hand. Everything that's happened to you was part of my intrigue. I was going to summon you and reveal the truth when the time was right. Instead, you have followed your queen's orders and arrived here early. One can only hope that you are prepared to accept the truth. Everything has its price, says Aurelius quickly. Your wound was, in essence, the flip side of all my experiments. There was a reason why we required a true champion, not merely a living tool whom we could fling into the flames of the world wound and close it like any lesser rift. I think you should know that... Noctica makes a sudden gesture, cutting Aurelius off. Don't be too hasty. We have burdened her with enough revelations for now. Give her time to become accustomed to the truth about herself, and then you can share all the details. I killed Willidus, your court mage. Noctica shows no sign of sadness. I'm aware of this, of course. It is lamentable in a way, since his fear of me was strong enough to make him impeccably loyal. However, his death was but a single move in a much larger game. In a few games like this, losing a few pawns is unavoidable. Notion for me of treason? Of whom? I don't know who. Noctica looks quite amused. Is that so? Who is it that you decided to inform on? And more importantly, how did you learn of these traitors and how credible are these accusations? Well, Shamira is researching the Nahindrian crystals in secret. Perhaps she planned to overthrow you. A small smile appeals on Noctica's lips. How nice of you to warn me. I'm impressed. I do wonder, however, did you really think I was unaware of this, or did you merely want to demonstrate your loyalty? Either way, I appreciate you telling me. I will take this as proof that I can rely on you. You were very astute to uncover Shamira's desire to dethrone me, and it was particularly sensible of you to keep your mouth shut about the secrets of Nahindra's crystals. You did not allow Amira to suppress your will with her magic, thereby publicly humiliating the de facto rule of Illusionera. I suppose your caution calls for a reward. At the snap of an articulate's fingers, one of the servants approaches you and presents you with a delicate package wrapped in gossamer-like silk. Mining the Nahindran crystals is a surefire way to sink the island on... Wow. Mining the Nahindran crystals is a surefire way to sink the island the crystals are onto the bottom of Ishiar. I assume you understand why all who attempted to procure them on Olympia were executed. At least you didn't tell Shamira about the mines you found. The last thing I need is an ardent dream burrowing under my capital. Why do you still tolerate Shamira? Someone has to deal with trivial matters. Shamira's betrayal was assured the moment I made her my favorite, just as Zephorians before her. The second always dreams of rising to be the first. I know the feeling as well. A friend of mine, the storyteller, has peered into the future. In his vision, Hepzibah was sending demons after you. The demons were strengthened by Nahindran crystals. A hint of dangerous excitement creeps into her voice. You are a font of knowledge, my dear guest. Let's just say I'm not surprised by her appetites. The ambitions of that brat, or her lecherous goat of a sire, were bound to surface sooner or later, but your warning will encourage me to keep a close eye on her. You could not have gone to Hepzibah with this and received a payment for your silence. Your foresight must not go unrewarded. That's everything I want to say. I thought I was throwing the storyteller under the bus, but she knows the storyteller anyway, so... A secret ingredient. I want to ask you about other powerful citizens of the Abyss. Are you interested in one of my servants, or do you wish me to tell you something about their enemies? What is your relationship with Arilu? She works for me, isn't it obvious? Lady Vorlesh is very talented. She may be the most brilliant and capable mind ever to come from your plane. And the guile she used to betray one Demon Lord Master after another impressed me so much that I offered her the position of my advisor on matters of magic. Naturally, the esteemed Lord Goat and Lord Locust don't know a thing about the betrayal of their faithful lackey Lady Vorlesh. I plan to keep it a secret for a while longer. Betrayal is too strong a word. I opened the path to Golarion for those two, and I told them how to extract power from the Nahindran crystals. That will suffice. Doesn't it bother you that Arilu serves another master? Nocticlus smiles deviously. I'm not prone to jealousy. Let Descari think Lady Vorlesh serves him still. His bug brain seems incapable of sensing betrayal. As for Baphomet, he, like any talented liar, is most vulnerable when he's trying to deceive someone else. He was so pleased to have fooled Descari that he became blind to the treachery that was happening right under his snout. In truth, Lady Vorlesh's loyalty is mine alone. Loyalty is for fools. Shared interest, that is what rational minds rely upon. That and fear. No one in their right mind will oppose the Lady in Shadow. How did she become your servant? When the world wound was first opened, it only led to Descari's realm. But then there was another, more powerful breach. The wound expanded, and its paths now passed through my realm, and Baphomet's as well. Before long, all sorts of interlopers had heard about the power contained within the crystals here, and the Midnight Isles were soon overrun with agents from my new neighbors. They flouted my embargo, burrowing greedily into my rocks, stealing my crystals. The main culprit was one Arilu Vorlesh. She was the one who discovered the energies of the Nahindran crystals. I had captured her and was about to carry out her agonizing execution when Lady Vorlesh offered me something I desired even more than her death. She entered my service, and her main task since then has been to close the world wound. Once it is sealed, my realm will once again be cut off from those of Baphomet and Descari, and their slaves will no longer be able to infiltrate my islands with such ease. Do you remember the elven archmage who used to serve you thousands of years ago? He's still alive. We know each other. Really? He was well past his youth even back then, and now... Just how old is he? Can mortals even live that long? Well, apart from your mortal Aslanti? Say hello to him on behalf of the Lady in Shadow, and tell him that the one who replaced him has disappointed me immensely with his incompetence. No matter how hard he tried, he could never live up to my magnificent elf. You know, you've managed to surprise me. A rare occurrence for someone who knows just about everything. With the bat of her eyelashes, Nocticlus sends you a piercing gaze, one that feels like it's delving into the deepest corners of your soul. Are Baphomet and Descari your allies? The Goat and the Locust? Allies is too strong a word for our relationship. Our connection was forged by circumstance, not out of a desire to deal with each other. When the world wound opened, it tied your world to our realms. I did not join my armies with theirs, but I was forced into making peace with them so as not to get bogged down in a tiring and distracting war. If I had the opportunity, I would have met them on my terms and expanded my territories, at their expense. Nocticula indulges herself with a thin smile. Unfortunately, this is not currently possible. By the way, one of them came to me with the offer of an atrocious alliance that involved conceiving little ones together. I'm still contemplating the specifics of my refusal. It needs to be clear and unambiguous. Her ensuing laughter is deep and musical, almost enchanting. Everything is clear to me now. Nocticula just gives you a mysterious smile. What exactly are you offering me? I'm offering you the chance to become my weapon. Your enemies are a thorn in my side as well as yours. What's more, I have never schemed against Galarian, nor have my warriors taken part in the conquest of your plane, at least not at my behest. There's no cause for enmity between us. Why would you want to close the wound? When the world wound opened, I was pleased. My realm was now connected to another plane. I wanted to make it to the crossroads of... Wow. I wanted to make it into a crossroads of worlds. A place where demons, devils, and even angels could meet. The world was a convenient path, along which I could advance my ideas. But the Midnight Isles were not the only realm that had been linked to Galarian through the wound. Discari and Baphomet now also had a way from their realms into your plane. Their servants flooded my islands and spread out across them like a plague of locusts, killing guests who were under my protection, questioning my rule. They were driven by their lust to conquer and enslave, whether on Galarian or in another abyssal realm. I was forced to shift my focus and express my discontent. Eventually, atop the bones of our servants, we reached an accord. I would let their armies pass, and they would comply with my wishes while on my islands. Of course, the accord is a polite fiction. Both the Deskarites and the Baphomets are attempting to amass their power and influence in Illusionera to overthrow me. When they think I'm not watching, they break my taboos and revel in their own impotence. And worst of all, Lady Vorlish told them about the Nahindran crystals. They realized what kind of power the crystals hold, and now they are determined to mine every last deposit hidden within my islands. And once an island loses its crystal, it becomes nothing but flotsam, slowly sinking into the dark waters of Ishiar. With every lost island, my power is diminished. I could start a war and kill the plunderers, but a major conflict would hinder some of my other plans. So instead, I will teach my neighbors a lesson by orchestrating their ignominious defeat at the hands of a mortal. What do I gain by serving you? A reasonable question. One must always serve one's own interests. Well, rest assured that you will be adequately rewarded. I will give you gifts befitting your ambitions, and my patronage, which you can certainly count on, will prove more valuable than any enchanted trinkets you can dream up. If you're so powerful, why do you need me? If I were to make a move myself, it would start a war. Not that I'm afraid of doing so, but it would hamper my more important plans. Baphomet and Discari could never best me, but they could sow enough chaos and spill enough blood that visitors from other planes would shudder at the mention of Illusionera. Nope, I will wage war on my own terms, in the shadows, and I will remain unseen until I drive my blade into the enemy's back. And since Galfrey happened to send you into my realm, you have the honor of becoming my blade, mortal. Be glad you're wielded by skillful hands. We should also reveal how exactly our blade will be employed. Articulus silences Aurelia with a sharp gesture. We can discuss the details later, when the moment is right. Now is not the time for idle conversation. How exactly do you plan to close the world wound? She rolls her eyes. It is a complicated magical process. You will receive precise instructions once you've captured the threshold fortress on Galarian. There, at the exact spot where Lady Vorlish opened the world wound, you will be able to close it. But first, you'll have to crush the guardians of the threshold, and their forces are growing by the day. Hepzamira, Baphomet's daughter, is mining a large number of Nahindran crystals in my realm. These crystals are their secret weapon. No army on Galarian can stand against them. You must stop Hepzamira. If you do not, your world will fall and my plans will suffer significant harm. At one time, I disclosed the secret of transformation to two servants of Baphomet and Discari, Xanthir Vang and Mutasafin. It was a well-calculated gambit, which bought us time and ensured both Discari and Baphomet of my loyalty. Mutasafin is Hepzamira's favorite. He oversees the transformation of her army. Hepzamira is currently on another island far from here. The route to that place is plagued by pirates, monsters, tempests, and other more terrifying dangers. Have you heard of the living bubbles of frozen time that swallow airships, and when the ships reach port, their crews discover they've been gone for 100 years? That is not the strangest occurrence you could encounter on your journey. I'm willing to provide you with a decent ship and an experienced crew. If you kill Hepzamira, it will stop her sinking any more of my islands, but without giving Baphomet cause to declare war on me. Sila winks at you. So what do you think, Commander? Personally, I'd rather take my chances rowing to this other island far from here in a rusty bucket than make any deals with the Lady in Shadow. I'll steer. Why is it so important to kill Hepzamira? Discari and Baphomet won't just stand there and watch you close the world wound. They'll send their armies after you, and so you will need an army of your own. And that is something the Crusaders won't have for long. Hepzamira is mining more and more Nahindran crystals to empower her forces when she attacks Galarian. If you don't stop her, the Crusader resistance will be crushed, and the ranks of demons pouring through the world wound into your world will multiply 100-fold. You were sent here to cut off the demon's army supply of Nahindran crystals, weren't you? Well, that's exactly what you're going to accomplish. I will consider your offer, Lady in Shadow. And accept it, I'm sure. I respect your caution and I won't force you into submission. We all stand to gain if you do my bidding of your own volition. A glimmer of approval dances in Articula's eyes. An interesting destiny lies before you, mortal. You will rise to great heights and play a part in events of titanic proportions. Many would give their life for a chance to tread the path. Hepzamira visits Illusionera every now and again, but her true lair is far from here. She hides on the island of Colifir, to the northwest of my archipelago. There lies her secret fortress. In the deep mines, her slaves dig Nahindran crystals for the invading army she plans to bring to Galarian. I will give you a magnificent airship and an experienced crew to take you there. It will be a long and perilous journey. Take some time to prepare. I want to know more about you. Recounting my whole story would take longer than your brief mortal life allows. The list of demon lords I've slain is endless on its own, as is the number of islands under my rule. And that's just the past. There's also my future. And how did you become a demon lord? Bear in mind that I've always been unique, ever since I was born. I was the first succubus of the Abyss, the perfect specimen of my race. I had been enjoying my youth, sharing it with my brother and lover, until the hungry gaze of the demon lord Nahindri fell upon me. That greedy tyrant saw me as the jewel to be added to his treasure hoard. He tried to abduct me. I knew I had no chance of defeating a demon lord, but at that moment I was not thinking at all. I was fighting for my freedom. When it was all over, Nahindri was dead. I eviscerated him, and for many days afterward, blood spewed from his open carcass. First his body turned to stone, and then his blood, which had been flowing like a stream, began to crystallize into massive purple glaciers. Now do you see why they're called Nahindrian crystals? Perhaps they should be called Nocticulan crystals, because Nahindri's blood crystallized, so did my understanding of my power. Soon after I began my campaign of conquest. I was cunning and swift, and the demon lords themselves trembled before me, knowing I could take their very lives. Only when all of the Abyss spoke my name with terror and reverence did I decide that I had killed enough. I had a realm, I had power I no longer shared with my brother, I had servants, and most importantly, I had safety. No one has ever repeated old Nahindri's mistakes. No one has tried to make me their slave. Are the Midnight Isles really the corpses of slain demon lords? Yes, my realm is quite literally built on the bones of my slain enemies. Ironic, isn't it? How did you turn dead demons into islands? Nocticular responds with a mocking smile. Surely you don't expect me to reveal a secret to you? There's no need for mortals to learn the weaknesses of demon lords. All I can say that everything started with my desire for revenge. After I had dealt with Nahindri, I was furious at the thought of that vile, lecherous wretch just teleporting over to the Rift of Repose, where he could return to stone and stay there to rot for the remainder of eternity. I wanted to trample his foul corpse and keep his bloodied body within my sight forever. I yearned to display my glorious trophy to all of the Abyss. And that's when my power first manifested. I studied my newfound abilities and learned how to use them. Before long, I possessed not just one island, but an entire archipelago. What do you plan to do next? Subdue all of the Abyss? Possibly. Or perhaps they have something grander in mind. The Abyss? Who cares about the Abyss? Nocticular's full-throated laughter rings out like a challenge to the entire world. I have no more questions. It's always nice to indulge one's curiosity. I have a question. From her sleeve, Nenio produces a pencil and a piece of paper. Lady Nocticula, how many copulation partners have you had? I'm making a list for the encyclopedia, and I believe you may take one of the most top spots. Silas tries prodding Nenio's side, but not before the question is asked. For a few tense moments, Nocticula peers into Nenio's face and yours, then smiles with the slightest curve of her lips. What matters to me is quantity. It's not quantity, but quality. And I am well ahead of any other denizen of the Abyss in that regard. That is where we will end this discussion. If I am to depart for Caulifere, your guards must watch over my camp in the Nexus, and all who are residing there. Nocticula nods regally. I will send my assassins to ensure that no harm comes to your entourage. Be grateful for my patronage, mortal. Okay, so I guess we have a moment to take a step back and see if there's anything's missing. I don't think anything is. I don't think we're actually waiting for anything, but I'm going to at least pause and save before we carry on. I still have some business to take care of in Lucianera. Nocticula nods to herself. Arilu, you're no longer needed here. As you will, my lady. Arilu vanishes, but you notice the look in her eyes, pensive and appraising. Nocticula casts a piercing glance at the spot where Arilu was a moment ago, then stops you with a commanding gesture. There is one more thing we must discuss. The Lexicon of Paradox, Lady Vorlesh's magical treatise that contains many secrets of the world wound. You and my servant, Lady Vorlesh, were just talking about the Lexicon of Paradox. For many years it has remained split in half, harmless. But what was once divided can be made whole again. Who knows what the power of the book could impart to its owner? What if they expand the world wound even further? Or connect it to other planes? Not a chance. The Lexicon of Paradox has caused more than enough trouble already. You already possess the first half of the book, and find the other one and bring them both to me. I'll reward you handsomely. Giving the book into my keeping will also protect Galarian from suffering a second world wound disaster. The Lexicon of Paradox will be much safer under my watchful eye than in your travel bags, wouldn't you agree? Why do you need this book? One world wound alone has been enough of a nuisance for me. I want to ensure that some future magic mage leafing through this book doesn't link my realm to another plane. I'll consider it. The reward will not disappoint you, I promise. This dangerous knowledge ought to be locked up securely. I won't keep you any longer. Have a business to take care of? You've taken a liking to my city, I see. Well then, savor it to its fullest, and then come back for truly important business. Nocticula's lips part in a smile that is both predatory and alluring. Cool. We have spoken with her. We're going to quick save here just to make sure. Post Octicula. Save that. Good. Yeah, so mythic rank. We got a mythic rank. So mythic rank. Azata. Mythic rank 6 or 7? 7. Is that level 4? What? Yeah, because 1 and 2 was, yeah, fair enough. Mythic rank 6. So, dumb. Right, now, where's my book? Where's my book of level ups? Right, okay. Mythic rank 6. I can now summon an Astral Diva. A mythic feat, Song of Defiance. Starts a performance that grants all allies within 50 feet DR 5 lawful and regeneration 5 lawful. And new superpowers. Okay, well, and loads of new spells as well. Okay, right. So what feat do we want to go for here? We can go for extra mythic abilities as well, but I don't think I've got anything particularly I need from that one. Specifically because Abundant Casting does not affect mythic spellbooks. You can simultaneously apply 2 substance infusions to your kinetic blasts. I don't know how powerful that is, so I don't think I've got many substance... Actually, hang on. What are my substance infusions? What counts as a substance infusion for me? Abilities... Substance infusion, that's a substance infusion. These other things aren't they? They're just like form infusions. Hang on. If I go to class. Form infusion, form infusion, form infusion, form infusion, substance infusion, form infusion. Okay, I get 2 more, whatever they are. Possible selections: torrent, form, 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 form. They're all form infusions. Can I not get any more substance infusions? Okay, then never mind. That's literally irrelevant. Also, Ivy, where are you at? Go over here, because I want to make sure what happens to you after you level up. Okay, so Azata, yes. Mythic feats. Okay, so we're not going to go for over-infused blasts. Unstoppable. No. Thundering blows, not happening. Or this is not happening. Bigger the R's, maybe. But again, I don't really need that. Rupture restraints. 3 times per day, you automatically dispel any effects that make you frightened, dazed, sickened, shaken, staggered, nauseated, stunned, paralyzed, or confused. Interesting. Ranging shots. Ranged weapon attack doesn't apply to me. Powerful shadows doesn't apply to me. Mythic charge doesn't apply to me. Activating this ability grants you magic immunity and dispels any spell effects on you. We buff enough that I don't want that. Leading strike doesn't affect me. Last stand, potentially. Once per day, once your HP drops low, you become unkillable for 2 rounds. You become immune to damage that would make you unconscious. I don't know how that works with burn damage. Inspirational leader. Your allies within 50 feet of you gain a bonus equal to half your mythic rank +1 to their initiative, saving throws against mind-affecting effects and concentration checks. Close vulnerability, ranged weapon attacks, opportunity, returning damage an ally, irrelevant, enduring spells, irrelevant, elemental barrage, not happening, distracting shots, ranged weapon attacks. Okay, so literally I don't think... We still have, what, 2 more mythic abilities to pick, so I don't necessarily pick one now, because it's going to be bloody pointless. Sadistic Octave. Missile Mythic? No. Dodge Mythic. Increases my dodge bonus by 1. Emergency Potion. Expanded Arsenal. Extra feat. I don't think I need feats, really. Flawless attacks? Nope. Improved critical? Ooh, improved critical mythic. Oh my god, does this work? Okay, we did save, right? Because hang on. My current critical range... Yeah. If I can just turn on a blade real fast. If I just turn on let's turn on a blade. We got a blade in hand? We have. So our current critical range is 17 to 20 because it's currently 19 to 20 and that doubles it. Can we go even bigger? 17 to 20. I'm going to work my way through this. So let's assume that we can do not extra feet, sorry. Improved critical mythic. We'll go back to that. Improved Iron Will mythic. Double will saving throw would be nice. Mythic resolve. Point blank shot mythic. Weapon focus mythic. We could go for weapon focus mythic, but that just doubles, gives me a little bit more bonus there. Toughness mythic. Twice as many hit points. In addition, when you're below 0 hit points, you gain DR10 epic. We'll take this because this is definitely going to be interesting, no matter what. Grenade blast done. Because it should go from 18 to 20, which then this is 3, then it gets doubled to 6. So should we go from like 14 to 20, 15 to 20? Critical chance? Right, so here. We've figured out that zippy magic doesn't sodding work, annoyingly. Not for my kinetic blast anyway, it'll work for other things, but not for my kinetic blasts. Supersonic speed. Azata is always under the effect of the haste spell, I already am, as long as she is engaged in combat. All melee and range weapons attacks against her have a 20% mischance, all targeted spells aimed at her have a 10% mischance, all damage from area attacks against her is halved, even if previously reduced by saving throw. Okay, so the haste bit is nullified for me, because I'm already under haste effect all the time anyway. Marvelous Endurance. Azata gains fast healing equal to half her mythic rank. 3. From 4th mythic rank on, this number is increased by +5 her mythic rank, so 6 plus fast healing 30? Whenever an enemy confirms a critical hit against Azata, her energy unleashed gains 1d6 temporary hit points per mythic rank. If she has 25 or less hit points, she gains DR10. Okay, again, not sure how that works. All skilled is you get a bonus equal to your mythic rank on all skill checks. Whenever you make a skill check, roll twice and choose the best result. Proficient with all weapons and armor. And Incredible Might. Get a morale bonus equal to her mythic rank on attack and damage rolls. Whenever she hits the charge attack or confirms a critical hit, the target has a Path of Fortitude saving throw equal to 10 plus your mythic rank 16 plus strength modifier, which is low. The target fails a saving throw when one of the following happens at random. Additionally, the Azata can decide to lose these advantages and to instead bolster the physical abilities of her companions. They gain a bonus on all attack and damage rolls equal to 1 plus per 2 companion levels. So gives everyone else a +3 bonus on attack and damage rolls. And Life Bonding Friendship. Azata chooses one teamwork feat during this and the next mythic rank up. She shares the effects of all her teamwork feats with allies within a 50-foot rate area. Azata's charisma inspires her allies so much that even when their hit points drop below 0, they continue to fight even though they are still considered dead or unconscious for all effects and can be cured by Breath of Life or similar spells as per the spell description. After the encounter or upon receiving a total number of attacks equal to Azata's charisma ability, modifier shared among all allies in this state fall dead. If all of the allies die that way, she becomes fully drained and dies. So basically it's 2 free wish I hadn't given those people outflank then. Because those people already have outflank. Back to back. When you're flanked and adjacent to any of those feet, you gain it. That's fine. Coordinated defense, CMD stuff, all that. Precise strike. Whenever you and ally has a feet are flanking the same creature, you deal 1d6 points of precision damage with each successful melee attack. This bonus damage stacks with other sources of precision damage such as sneak attack. This is not multiplied in a critical. Seize the moment. An ally has his feat confirms a critical hit against an opponent that you also threaten, make an attack opportunity against that opponent. Shake it off. When you are adjacent to one or more allies who also have this feat, you gain a +1 bonus on saving throws per such ally, maximum +4. That's tempting. Shielded caster. Do I have 2 things I want to give to people? Do I have 2 abilities I want to give to people? Shake it off is just a bunch of saving throw bonuses, which is nice. As long as you're adjacent to something. And people on a horse are automatically adjacent to an ally. If this is all bonuses for concentration checks, no one gives a crap about concentration checks. Shield wall is as long as you're only one person wields the shields, that's irrelevant either. Tandem trip? No. Okay, so that's not, at least for the am I gonna go Marvelous Endurance? I might go Incredible Might just to get bonuses to attack and damage. +6 to attack and to damage. But it's morale bonus, so it doesn't stack with Greater Heroism. I mean, I'm going to well, okay, Incredible Might. I'll pick Incredible Might for now because I want to see what the improved critical mythic, how that stacks up. Right, level 1 spell. Literally doesn't care. Sure, challenge why not. Level 2 spell, doesn't matter. Hold animal, why not? Level 3 spell. We don't have forbidden enemies. Dominate animal, crushing despair. Litany of eloquence, overwhelming grief. Rage. Literally makes a difference. Prayer. Let's take bloody prayer. That's level 3. Level 4 spells. What do you get here? We have Chaotic Healing. Azata channels positive energy that cures all allies in a 30-foot area for 2d8 plus 1 per cast level. That is not 16. That is Azata cast level, so it's lower than that. Points of damage and grants them randomly an effect from one of the following spells. Rejuvenating Poem, Optimistic Smile, or Believe in Yourself. Gives you a random stat up. Removal of all fear, confusion, compulsion, shaken period effects from the party, and grants immunity to true fear for end of combat for all creatures in the... Interesting. Okay. Or Rejuvenating Poem, which removes fatigue and exhaustion. Okay, that's an AoE heal. Deadly Beauty. Azata covers herself in a flower of tiny bees. She gets a plus DR of 5 adamantine. Any creature that makes a melee attack against Azata takes 1d6 plus her caster level points of piercing damage. And Waterfall. Azata creates a waterfall. The affected creature suffers 1d10 bludgeoning damage per 4 Azata caster levels. Has to pass a fortitude saving throw or be knocked down for 1 round and become vulnerable to cold for 1 minute per caster level. Chaotic Healing is interesting. I'm not sure what else can we use here. Oath of Peace. Entreating your deity for aid, you make a temporary Oath of Peace, granting you superior defenses that mean you can't attack for the duration of the oath. As long as you are subject to the spell, you gain a plus 5 sacred bonus to AC and saving throws, as well as DR10 evil. If you make a direct or indirect attack or show any hostility towards any creature, the spell immediately ends. Creature Animal Aspect. Confusion, Shield of Dawn. Any creature that strikes you with a melee attack deals normal damage but takes 1d6 points of fire damage plus 1 point counter level. It's fine. Rainbow Pattern. Forced Repentance. You force an evil creature that does not have the evil subtype to momentarily reflect on his past actions and to be overcome by grief and conscience. The target immediately drops prone and begins to loudly confess all of its sins and transgressions to the caster for the duration of the spell. None of these spells are particularly interesting. I mean, freedom of movement, maybe? Oath of Peace? It's only personal. Rainbow Pattern is probably maybe as aggressive of some kind at least. But HD spells are always crap anyway. All creatures, that's the problem, is it's all creatures. That's the problem. Freedom of movement, sure, and greater animal aspect in case something happens or I need a little bit more trickery. So that's unlikely, my trickery is so high. Or echolocation gives you just blind sight. Whatever. Right. So kinetic blast point is fine. Incredible might, incredible might share. Stronger defiance. Summon astral. Okay, right. Now this is the moment of truth here. Oh, hi, Ivu. Jesus Christ. Ivu, you're big now. Okay, a couple of things here. Pause real fast. You. 17 to 20. Yeah, let me just put that away and summon it again. Maybe it makes a difference.
A sweet smile, a gentle voice, and kind words will help me win their hearts. And if that fails, I'll use my sharp nails instead.
17 to 20, that didn't stack. It didn't seem to stack anyway. It didn't seem to... It means I freed up a ring slot. If it doesn't stack, it means I freed up a ring slot. What's my caster level, by the way? 12. Okay. Elusive nature? That wasn't there before, was it? Elusive nature. What's elusive nature? Azada can grant one companion immunity to prone condition and immunity to combat maneuvers for 1 round per caster level. If the affected companion was critically hit, they're also affected with the effect of the blink effect for 1 round per 4 caster levels. Not major. DC is 20. DC is a 20 is a rough DC. Although it's not affected by spell resistance, and it's 3d10 bludgeoning damage, isn't it? It's not much. That's what, 2d8 plus 12. Okay, fine, whatever. What about you? So what have you got now? You're massive now, right? You're big. I mean, are you big enough like? Hang on. Oh.
Is there trouble?
Wow. That's incredible white share. Okay, hang on. Let's start clearing stuff from the side here we don't need. Command can go, frankly. Optimistic smile. Clearing yourself. Remove movement. Waterfall. Elusive nature can go. Waterfall can go. Deadly beauty, maybe. Echolocation goes there. Song of Heroic Resolve. Song of Broken Chains. There's another song. Where's the next song? Song of Heroic Resolve. Song of Broken Chains. Song of Defiance. Summon Astral Diva. Okay. Okay, so it's you. Morale plus 2 heroism. You should be getting plus 6. But if that's not stacking, if it removes Sigil of Destruction, 19. Hang on, did it stack then? I want to figure out if it did in fact stack. Let's quickly leave. We'll come back and do that. Can I do a quick rest here? No, I can't rest here. Let's do a quick rest or something so you can figure this out. See if you can figure this out. Okay. You've changed maps. Critical hits 20, but the point is we have Mythic Path, improved critical Mythic Blast. Increases by 1. So you should be 18 to 20 now. And can I target something real fast? I want to attack something. Can I just... It's a bit silly, but I want to attack something real fast. Everybody move over here.
So exciting!
Also, Ivo, what's up with you? Ivo, you're now a level 25 Havoc Dragon. So here, Aspect of the Asp is a necklace, plus 5 DC on poison spells, all raise spells deal additional 1d6 plus 5 points of acid damage. Interesting, but not going to get used. And what was the other thing? It was secret ingredient, wasn't it? Secret ingredient, secret ingredient, secret ingredient. Secret ingredient, usable item. Once per day you may use this ability to make all potions used by your party empowered and maximized as though empower spell and maximize spell for 1 minute. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, sure, take that real fast. So, what have you got that's new? Spellbook. Spells didn't change, you're just bigger. How much are you hitting for? 34 to 39 because of the power attack. Power attack now. Okay, hang on. Can you get a hit off on something real fast? Right.
No time for idling. The spell's not working.
I can't attack
That's
them.
mean.
Damn. I want to fight something. Just to see how this works. Like I've fought everything that was attack.
Goes a long way.
Damn it. Where's that turned on right now?
Full of wonder.
Hang on, where's... I need to... You. Krill might share it, put you over there. That is chaotic healing. That can go up there as well. Transient can go away. Song of Defiance can go away. Rainbow Dome, Shaman Strativa can go away.
Is there trouble?
Like, I need to attack something I need to attack something fast. Remove that blade. I need to roll an attack roll against something. Where can I do that? Battle Bliss, maybe? I think I can go to Battle Bliss and just check this out real fast before I come back here. Because it looks like so far. Yeah, let's go to the Battle Bliss and see if they can put me into a fight. Yeah, blah blah blah. Battle Bliss, so that's what? That's walking on corpses, walking on corpses, walking on corpses. Anywhere that's not inside a building. No. Right, yeah. Battle Bliss time. Right, give me inside. See if you can fight someone in the. I just want to fire off a single. Quick. Just put me in for a fight. Anything will do. Right, so double check. There's 20 there. If I can put the ring on to increase my thing, but I want to figure out how is this working. Blast. Oh, oh, and when I was back, that's why. Is that going to be a problem? That might be a problem. Ivu, hang on. Ivu. You do power attack, turn on threshold presence. You got remove paralysis. You got an even stronger heal now. Remove aid. Remove that. Remove that. Keep your heals up, please. Remove curse as well. And remove mine. These are some interesting spells. Okay, so
no time for idling.
Let's blast from here.
They choose to stand against me?
Yay. You wanted it to be an even fight? It's like, okay, yeah, so just quick check here. I can't tell unless I roll that high, can't I? I'm going to quickly Google this. What's it called? It's called Sigil of Destruction. Wrath of the Righteous. Sigil of Destruction. Stacking. Destruction, then improved critical mythic. Sigil destruction and improved critical gives you exposure 4 range, but okay, so obviously it doesn't stack with itself. You can figure that much. Does this stack with? Hang on, myth. Okay, this might be something here. This might be going. Sigil of destruction. That was fixed, but it's not affecting mythic. I did get the right mythic feat, right? Improved critical mythic blast. Kinetic blast, sorry. You know, this should be at least 18 then. Why is it not 18? Is it actually not 18, or is it just like a issue? Blue flame sword. Blue flame blast. So I know it's not adding all my bonuses, all my burn bonuses there. I don't know. That should be at least 18, not... Yeah, let's go back to explode to post-nocticular. Oh, it's gonna do my head in. I can do everything else's first, though, I think. Also, hang on, how much were you hitting for before this? You had way less, you had 230, you went up to 288. You were hitting for slightly less. Level 20 Havoc Dragon. Spells-wise, you only had level 2 spells. Okay, you do get better. Okay, let's get everyone else better. Let's improve you. Social. Level 6 Mystic Feat is... now we start working towards the stuff, right? Yeah, now you start working towards the stuff. Now you're basically doing Attric Mythic Ability, Abundant Casting. Now you start working towards that, which is going to be very beneficial for you. Nanio. Now, from what I checked from this, School Mastery Illusion increases the cast level of all spells from the illusion spell. Is that School Mastery Illusion, or is it... Hang on. If I open up the extra feat stuff as well and go for Mastery. It has to be... I know it's something Mastery, so it must be School Mastery. School Mastery Illusion. Increases the cast level of all illusion spells by 1. Then Ember. Raise your abundant casting. You've got all the abundant casting you'll ever need. So what are we going to get with you? School Mastery Evocation, possibly. Sorcerer's Reflex. You can cast the first spell after initiative roll as a swift action that is either a first level spell or at least 2 levels lower than a maximum level spell you can cast. Ooh. Ooh, okay. That is interesting. Variability, what we do here? Beneficial Curse. It's fine. Mythical Beast, no. Witch Wandering Hex. Eh. An additional hex is not going to do anything for you. Potentially like getting Ascendant Element Electricity and then putting those bracers on would be something as well. Magic School doesn't make a difference to you. You can take Sorcerer's Reflex, I guess? Or, ooh, actually, hang on. Archmage Armor. Archmage Armor. Would that work? Would that be beneficial for you? That could be beneficial for you. That could actually be beneficial for you. You get mythical beasts just because you have got. Hmm. You know, I don't think there's a feat we need for you because you're a caster. I mean, we could just give you like scribe scrolls. You could also start scribing scrolls. Not sure of what you'd make scrolls of, but you could. Really? Like Ember stuff is never here. Like I didn't actually write Ember stuff down, and for some reason I haven't to this day written Ember stuff down. Hey Jay. No, today's Friday, isn't it? Yeah, today's Friday. Just don't terrify me. No, we only do multiplayer stuff on Wednesdays. What was it? I mean, what would be big for you? Not a clue. No idea. Are you from Sheffield as well? Nope, I am not from Sheffield. I am further south. I guess evocation. Fine.
We must stop this war.
Because that's.
There's no hope. Only us. The gods
maximum 50.
have
So
abandoned.
yeah, the damage is capped on that anyway.
What was I saying?
The damage is capped on that anyway. The damage is capped on that anyway. The damage is capped on that. We'll get capped anyway. So there's no point increasing the caster level because it's going to get capped at 20, and you're going to get to 20 naturally. Capped. That's capped already. Everything gets capped, so increasing the caster levels of all these spells doesn't make a difference, even though they are all evocation. This game is so lovely, but this game tends to have a very difficult learning curve. At least that's what happened with me with Pillars of Eternity, and I ended up leaving it after a couple of days. Yes and no. I think Pillars of Eternity is especially weird because it's got its own system, right? Pillars of Eternity built its own system, so it has no other like it. Whereas this Pathfinder is I think is a simpler system, firstly. And B, it's like, it's Pathfinder's own tabletop system, which was based on D&D from 3.5 ages ago. I think it's easier. It is definitely something that is very complicated to get into. But if you like RPGs, you tend to stick with it, I guess. It's one of those things that I tend to not be aware of the amount of... Because I know a lot of knowledge already, I tend to forget how much knowledge you have to know to be able to get the most out of it. But CRPGs have always been that way. I definitely think that at least compared to Pillars of Eternity 1, I haven't played 2, but compared to Pillars of Eternity 1, the system in this is simpler. Dusa! Hey Dusa! Hello Raiders! Hey Lonely Flower Pot! Right. It's good. I know D&D 5e very well. I played in Messenger RPG. Find it quite challenging. Yeah, because Pathfinder was based on 3.5. When 4th edition D&D came out, the people who didn't like 4th edition, they basically stuck with 3.5 and ended up making Pathfinder. So it's similar. I just finished simming. What simming were you doing? Sims 4 or SimCity, or what kind of sim were you doing? But yeah, so if you play D&D, at least you know the basic you know the basic system. Sims 4, nice. I haven't played Sims 4 in a long time. I kind of want to go back for it just because of the new expansion, but I've missed so much of the stuff that I don't feel like sinking like a couple of £100 in Sims again. They have infants. Didn't they have infants already? They had there was like toddler, child, teen, young adult, elder last time I played. Did they add a new one? I'm surprised I remembered that. Holy shit. Right, Ember, let's go back to you. We have spell pen. That isn't it. It's the newborn infant toddler. Oh wow, they got a bit. Wow, they got a step. So if I'm looking in the for a TTRPG video game session, would you say this Pathfinder is? This Pathfinder is like this Pathfinder Kingmaker, which came out before this one. It's a bit rougher, but it's definitely simpler because this has so many more choices. I love this game. I love the characters in this game. I'm loving the story of this game. The options in this game are so big that if you want to get into this game and you don't know what you're doing, look up guides first. Definitely look up guides first, because we did the maths when I first started. Based on the number of the kinds of races you can be and the class choices you have, just of your race and of your class, there's something like, what was a stupidly large number? Like there was like over 1,000 possibilities of race and class. Like no exaggeration. Something like there are 25 classes, each of which have like at least 6, has an average of 6 subclasses. So that's what, 7 times 25. And then you have like 12 races with an average of about 3 subclasses each, which is about 36. It's 36 times 100 and something. It was huge, like a massive for your main character. So it's very easy to get bogged down in choice. So if you want to go in for the first time, I guess, look it up, not necessarily story guides, but at least build guides. Because there are loads of them. There are loads of them all over the shop. Or, you know, pick one of the built-in guides. They're not great, but if you're playing on normal, it shouldn't make a difference. It shouldn't make much of a problem. I'm loving the story, though. I find the story great. I love the characters. I mean, I am now, what, 42 days into this? And I'm playing an average of about 4 hours a day, so we're currently like 120 hours in or something. 160 hours in. No worries. Hope you enjoy. I like CRPGs. I'm looking forward to Baldur's Gate 3, even though Baldur's Gate 3 is slightly different to this, because Baldur's Gate 3 is going to be built more on the Divinity engine. But I like CRPGs. Baldur's Gate, Icewind Dale, Neverwinter Nights, Solasta. I prefer them if they're turn-based, which is why I like this so much. Because like the Baldur's Gate stuff I enjoyed, but the fact that it's all real-time kind of annoyed me. I way prefer turn-based stuff. Spell focus, mythic, evocation. At least that improves the DCs. At least it improves the DCs, question mark? Mythic resolve. Plus attacks. Destiny Beyond Birth. No longer suffer your penalty to your discharge is irrelevant. Just take Sorcerer's Reflex. I'm sure it'll definitely be useful. It'll definitely be useful. You can pull off like a quick something or other. Take Sorcerer's Reflex. Wendu. Bigger they are. Deadly Aim Mythic. Improved Critical Mythic. Throwing Axes. Again, okay, let's do this again. So your Throwing Axe critical chance is 19 out of 20. So if I give you an improved critical Throwing Axes,
I crave your command.
19 out of 20. Is that not working because of... Oh my god, is that not working because of... Did my mod break that? Is Weapon Focus Plus ruining this? I wonder. Because there's been so many patches, there's so many big patches. I wonder if Weapon Focus Plus screwed this up somehow. that it still says 19 out of 20 is really, really annoying. Hang on. Open Focus Plus, Open Focus Plus mod, posts. And improve critical mythic. It doesn't seem to be bloody working. I wonder, is that the mod or is that? Okay, so this is not where I got it from, because this is the latest one. There's a new site for this. What was it? Right, it's that one. Okay. It was updated last week. New info for groups. Updated new groups. You know what? I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. And just hope for the best. Hope for the best. Right, Sela, what are you getting? Right, so Mythic's a mythic feat of some kind. The Shield of Mythic, I mean... Dodge Mythic, Sorcerer's Reflex is relevant, improved critical... Again, we could just do this. But it doesn't seem to be stacking. Your current critical chance is 19, sorry, is 17 out of 20. If I remove you from there real fast. 19 out of 20. 17 out of 20. Because you already have... where is it? Mark of Justice. Improved critical heavy breeze longsword. It doubles the threat range. That improved critical mythic increases the level by 1. So you have to have that. So it's 17. So if I level it up and give you improved critical mythic heavy blades longsword,
a bright future awaits us.
Still says 17. Is it busted? Or is it just not updating? I'll have to take it into combat and basically be paying very close attention to people. Like when, you know what? Okay, let's do this. Let's do absolutely this because we can do this. Mythic feat. We're going to do the same thing. Improve critical. We're gonna go to the battle bliss and sort this out. Gonna be incredible might, challenge evil, whatever. Called animal. Blah 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 blah. Prayer. And echolocation and freedom of movement. Right. Right. Okay. So let's quickly go to battle bliss.
So exciting!
So we could go to battle bliss. And see what the hell happens. The way to do this, I think, is going to be with getting Wendu to attack first. If you get Wendu to attack first, Wendu gets so many attacks in a turn that the odds of her rolling a good enough number to check. Because Wendu should be rolling either 18s or 17s, depending on how it's working. If it's doubling and then increasing by 1, it should be 18. If it's increasing by 1, then doubling, it should be 17. Go to Battle Bliss and check. Also, do I want Interesting question is like, do I now want now that Chandra can actually ride Aivu, do we want Aivu to be do you want Chandra to go with Aivu into combat, riding Aivu into combat? Because Chandra doesn't need it. For the simple purposes of Chandra doesn't actually need to get that close. Get in there, tell Zach we want to fight. We'll get Wendu out in front. We'll give haste. We'll haste everyone as well, specifically so that we get to see stuff like that happen.
With grace.
Right.
Now you don't.
Okay, massive. Click into the arena. Blah blah blah.
Now you see me. Now you don't.
Specifically Wendu.
I'm always open to ideas.
Right, Wendu. Wendu.
Where do you want me? You need me. Good.
I think you get through the whole attack if you do this with.
I'll rip you apart!
Right. Critical hit. Okay, that will. There's a critical there. There was a critical, so let's see what happens there with that critical. And hopefully it's a critical that rolled not a 19 or a 20, because if it rolled 19 or a 20, we don't know if it changed anything. Critical hit, sneak attack. Rolled a 20, blast it all. Critical hit, rolled a 19. No, rolled a natural 20 again. Basically, I need to sort of quick save before that happens. Can I load this real fast? Lower city. Right, let's do this real fast. I basically need to keep doing this until I figure out whether or not she's critting on an 18. If she crits on an 18, then we know it worked. Because I give a bunch of people improved critical mythic. If it doesn't work, it's a bloody point. I'm not even going to bother with the things. Right, arena. Should have saved, never mind. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Come on. Wendu?
Where do you want me?
Right. Start lobbing, please.
Let's prove our logic is lacking.
Roll a 16, that's fine. Fine. Kind of unfair, but sure. Now I just want to check the rolls. Did I roll anything there that should have been a critical? Not. 8, no. 10, no. 11, no. 7, no. 16, no. This time I'll actually remember to save before... Like, save like right there. Save at that exact moment. Just before we launch the axes. I'll have to have a look at this before tomorrow as well. We'll stop after I'll do this last check here. Then I'll stop and I'll have to figure out what's happening for tomorrow. Oh yeah, anything, yeah, sure, get in there. Get to the fight. Wendu high. Wendu over here. Right. F5. Turn off that, please. Just so you don't do extra damage. You need the less damage you do, the better. In fact. Right. 6. No, fine. Keep throwing. 14, 6, 4, 18. 18, 18, 18. Yeah, that's not working. It's clearly not working. I rolled several 18s in a row there. Several 18s in a row that were not crits. Hasn't worked. Blast it all. So we'll have to go back to post Nocticula. We'll have to figure out what the fuck is happening. That mythic spell, improved critical mythic is not working. It's just not working. I gotta save here. I'll carry on tomorrow. I'll see if we can figure out before then what the hell is happening with this. Maybe get some mods updated or something, because it's not working. It's just not working. Kind of an annoying way to end it, frankly, but what you gonna do? And the save is there, the save is good position. I'll have to do some research tonight to figure out what the hell's happening. It's just not working. It's just not working. I was like, really? No worries, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out eventually. Bug, improved curriculum does not work as intended. Oh! Hang on, am I an idiot? Am I actually an idiot? Hang on, I might be an idiot. Hang on. Hang on. I might be an idiot. I might have completely misread improved critical, and which is a problem. Hang on, let's quickly hop back into this. I think I might have misread something horrible. 1 second. Have I been a fool? Have I been a fool of a took? I will be saying bye today, so I want to make sure I didn't misread something here. Which is the true question here, because I think what I misread was something entirely different. Because I'm an idiot. Character? Mythic Path. Improves the multiplier. So, for you who doesn't have this ability, your critical multiplier on that is a ×2. For that, it's a ×3. I was looking at the wrong sodding number. I'm an idiot, Nemo. I've got an emote for that in chat. It is Nemo na oops. Because it's literally what that thing is made for. It's called this one. Exactly why it happens, because I'm a sodding idiot. I'm an absolute bloody fool. It increases the multiplier, not the range. It improves the multiplier, not the critical range. Because it means now that usual is ×2. If I turn on your blast,
Friendship lasts forever.
that's now ×3, which means this will hit like a fucking truck if it crits. It's gonna hit so hard if it crits. My crits are gonna do like 500 damage now. Oh my god. Yeah. Wendu, do you want to just try this again for posthumous sake? Just lob some there. Didn't get a crit, never mind. But yeah, sorted. Sorted. Right. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to post Nocticula. That's the save we're gonna use, is the post Nocticula save, just because I don't think I need to do anything outside that. We can just carry on straight to where we need to go. There's nothing outside Nocticula's past I need to do anything, so that's the save we're gonna use for next time. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, an hour earlier as per usual, at 7:30 UK time. I know that not this weekend, but next weekend I think clocks change here. So we'll no longer be GMT, we'll be GMT +1. So keep in mind. I'd like to thank people for the raids, Insolent Fool and Dusa for the raids, and Bosk and Reloaded for their resubs, much appreciated. Does this game have online co-op? No, unfortunately not. If you want online co-op, there's a game called Solasta, Crown of the Magister, which is a CRPG but based in 5e D&D, and that has co-op. Solasta, Crown of the Magister is a 5e CRPG that has co-op. Has up to 4-player co-op, because you build a party of 4 players. Of 4 characters. It's really fun. I haven't played it. When I played it, it didn't have co-op, but it is definitely the most accurate rendition of D&D 5e rules to a game I have ever seen. It plays exactly like the tabletop does. And it's very enjoyable. If you like 5e, then definitely I recommend Solasta. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Oh my god, I just feel foolish. And then like part of my brain knew that. Part of my brain knew that improved Mythic Critical doesn't actually improve the range, because it would be crazy if it improved the range. Because improved Mythic Critical already doubles the range. If it improved the range again, that'd be Like, that would be so much more. Let's find out who to raid then. Plus, like, there's a bit off track with the rules. Yeah, but it's like, it's the SRD, which is the free stuff, but it's basically, it's the very basic 5e rules as written when they first came out, kind of thing. It's the 5e rules written as they first came out, kind of first edition. So it's a bit, there's been a lot of rules changes since then that no longer apply, I guess. Dusa, you're still alive. If you're still here, Dusa, your stream is still up. I mean, I appreciate for the raid or anything, but you might have forgotten to end your stream. We'll do a return raid on Reloaded though. We'll go raid my brother. I assume Celeste is much easier to understand this, but yeah, absolutely, 100%. It's very basic D&D. It is very basic D&D. Not in a bad way, but it's like Pathfinder has 25 classes, every class. No, this is basically, you have the basic D&D classes. They have a couple of different subclasses you pick at level 3, like just like you do in 5e. And I very much enjoyed it. It plays very much like a D&D campaign would. Alright folks, we're going to go raid Reloaded, who's playing some Project Zomboid. I'll be back tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. And have a good one. I'll see you then, folks. Bye-bye.